ahead and start this bitch off with the question, right? Because we got 2 official dads up in this bitch. Dig what I'm saying? So my nigga AB, you feel me? I'm pretty sure you've seen that video that circulated through Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, the whole shebang.
Man,
Here we go. Nigga trying to trigger me already, man.
Shit. All right. This nigga gonna get me canceled. All right, bro. Let's talk about it.
I want to know. How did you feel? What was your thoughts and or opinion on that situation? I made my shit known on the podcast, but I want to hear from the official eyes of, know what I'm saying, a black father at that, a strong black father at that. What's your thoughts on that and opinion?
So I got a couple different opinions on just like the whole shit that went with it. Like the first thing is that bruh just got to get custody of his kid. He has some accountability in it. He not totally blame free, because if she got 3 kids and her baby daddies already ain't shit, and you could tell what type of bitch she is, like, or you could tell what type of woman she is, like, you gotta kind of think of those types of things before you get into situations like that. You just can't just be running and nutting in everybody, bro. Like, sometimes you just gotta pull out, bro, or get the plan B. There's so many different options. But nah, she was hella out of line, because it's the one dad that's actually doing something for your 4 kids. You got one that's actually there to take care of his only responsibility, especially because if the relationship over, he is no longer obligated, nor responsible, nor accountable for your other kids, only the one he made with you. I understand that, it's not, if he feeds one, you don't want to just feed one in front of the others, but he said, bring him here and I'll eat it in the car. She said no. So that is what it is. And her best thing was, all right, if only one can eat, none of them eating. That don't help your problem if you can't feed your kids your goddamn self because your food stamps ain't there. Like, it was dumb all around. And I'm just disappointed that people were actually trying to fault the man who was taking care of his responsibilities and say that, well, he should have just, got a little $5 pizza and called it a day. And it's like, yeah, he could have got that. But if his son wanted McDonald's, he gonna get him fucking McDonald's. That's what his kid wants. He's talking to his kid because that's all he's responsible for. You feel me? But other than that nigga's tripping, because I wouldn't have been fucking with that bitch. I think this shit fake, but that's another story.
He said it's too good to be. He said it's too good to be true.
Bro, that should just look fake. And apparently they did some digging, and Shorty was on TikTok talking about she really only got 1 kid, and the baby daddy was in on it's some many shit. They dug her ass up for real.
And they're going internet.
Man, everybody on the internet is goddamn Sherlock Holmes on this bitch.
So niggas gonna have them receipts. Niggas gonna have them receipts.
I mean, you got to in this day and age, bro. But yeah, that shit just, it's sad, because at the end of the day, the kid is the one who's gonna lose the most, unfortunately, because he has a parent that's fucking trash at her job, and another parent who just doesn't seem to want to, take that initiative and just grab his kid. Because I'm telling you right now, my baby mama would have ever pulled that shit. Well, luckily for me, I don't got to deal with toxic shit like that. But nigga,
God.
if I was ever in that situation where I had a second baby mama and she already had kids and shit like that, I'm getting custody of my nigga, bro. Fuck that. You can't even feed this nigga. I feed him every other day. Oh yeah, he coming with me. Straight like that.
Talk that talk. All right, now Rambo. You feel what I'm saying? The other local happy up in this Discord. You feel what I'm saying? What was you thinking when you seen the video?
AB took the high road. I'm taking the low road. Fuck them kids, man. Fuck them kids and fuck her, bro. That is not my kid, bro. I'ma feed my nigga. My hey man. You said you wanted a Big Mac? I got you. I'm gonna go get you this Big Mac. I don't give about them other kids, man.
Shit.
That's my kid. I'm gonna take care of mine.
That nigga.
You better go find out how you gonna get them other ones taken care of. 'Cause that ain't my problem no more. We ain't together, bitch. Fuck you.
That
I
nigga said,
left.
"Fuck them kid." The only
Oh,
thing,
man.
That
bro.
nigga is sick, bro.
Come on, man.
But
Like,
I feel him
damn.
though, because at the end of the day, it's like, well, my nigga even said it. He said, "Where they daddies at?" She was on silent, bro. You would have thought, nigga, you could hear a pin drop when that nigga said that shit. Because at the end of the day, that's the real point. Where they dads at? Like, why are you on my ass for me doing and taking care of mine, but you ain't on their ass for not taking care of their kids?
I'm
Like,
not gonna
weird
lie.
ass bitch.
In the words of this nigga Kai Cenat, why you on my dick? Word.
For real.
He said,
Bitch all on
"Indeed."
mine.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. As a single nigga, you feel what I'm saying? As a single nigga who ain't got no kids, just a bunch of nieces and fucking nephews, enough to start an entire football team, right?
Mhm.
Me in that situation, if I'm responsible for my baby and my baby only, I'm responsible for my baby and my baby only. It's pretty goddamn simple. Granted, I will say this: if I actually formed a relationship with other kids, like where they know me and shit like that, like on like a regular type joint, then yeah, I don't mind, bringing some food and whatnot. But by the sounds of it, it's like, bitch, I just kind of know them. Like they still call me Earl. Like they don't know me as dad or nothing like that. Like what is we talking about here? And on
My
top of that,
thing
if you
is-
can't feed them your damn self, you don't need to have them.
Facts. My only thing that I'm gonna interject on is when you talking about kids, because when you know the kids and you in a relationship, yeah, you got a little bit of an attachment to them, but it depends on really how long the relationship is for. Because like, bitch, if we was only fucking with each other for like 2 years, and I met them niggas in year 2. Like, I don't know, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. Like, if I met them niggas on day 1 and we was fucking with each other for 2 years, bitch, you must do that with everybody. Because how I meet your kids, we only been dating for 3 months. You know what I'm saying? But even then, it's like once my ties to the relationship is over, my ties to the kids is over too. Like, because they're not my kids. They know that I'm not their kid. Because from what she explained, he has the youngest kid out of all of them. So she had those 3 kids before he started fucking with her.
I just want to know, at
My
what point do you
thing
realize
is
to stop
like-
letting niggas stand up in it? Like, at what point?
Yeah, exactly, bro. And it's like, I don't know, bro. Them niggas, they both stupid as fuck, bro. If we gonna keep it a bean,
Yeah,
like that nigga dumb as hell because I seen what Shorty looked like too.
her eyes
She's
is
not
far
really-
apart. I'm not gonna lie. That might be fucked up
you
for
know what I'm
saying
saying?
that, but them eyes look like Sid from Ice Age. I ain't gonna cap, but you know it is what it is.
I mean, but my thing is like, man, I don't think I'd be doing all of that just for Shorty, because like 3 kids already and your dad, the baby dads ain't there. Like I can understand if 1, 2, but 3
All of 'em?
baby daddies, like, come on, bro. Like,
They all don't like you.
unless she only had 3 kids by 1 other baby dad, then it's like, okay, I kind of get it. But even then, nah, because like I'm not their daddy. I'm not playing that role. We ain't together no more. I'm just doing what I gotta do. He set his boundaries, obviously, and she just didn't accept his boundaries and his responsibility. So
Yeah, we know they don't like boundaries at all.
they really don't.
They don't.
Women can't handle that shit, boy.
That's
Just like they say men can't handle cheating, women can't handle boundaries being set. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you tell a woman you got boundaries and tell her no, she do not like that shit.
What do you say on Kiss Kiss? Oh.
At all, bro.
Ain't going. That shit, I'm not gonna lie, that shit was just dumb. But I'm like, dog, at what point do y'all realize stop standing up in it? For one, just pull out. Because I've been told many a times, it's come from Woo his goddamn self. I've been told many times, like, whoever I'm smashing, this your pussy, finishing me, the whole shebang. Not once I think, you know what, she might be telling the truth and I might be okay. Nope, I'm not doing it. Not fucking doing it. Because if you crazy enough to tell me to just stand up in it and just to finish, bitch, no, you're not. You're not that mentally stable. Especially if we're not even dating and we haven't been dating for that long of a time. Like this is a one night stand. You already telling me just to stay? No, that sounds like a trap.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's only been a few girls that shit had that line has worked on for me. Like they, I want you to I'll be like,
Nah.
nah. See, you got to understand. I'm trying to get this Trojan sponsor, so so I'll be like, nah, I'm cool, baby. But nigga, like I obviously I got 2 kids, but it's the same woman, so my pullout game is elite when I
Facts.
want it to be. You know what I'm saying?
When it need to be,
But other
it's
times
good.
it's just
I feel that shit. I'm not standing up in that. I'm just not doing it. I'm good. Will I have kids? Of course, eventually. But no, I gotta be with you. I'm not just about to hook up with you one night after bowling or the club or some shit. Like, you know what? She would make a great mother way she was throwing it back. Like, nigga, what?
No,
nah.
that's how some niggas think for real.
Yeah, it is how some niggas think for real, and I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. Don't have a baby with somebody you don't see yourself spending at, if not the rest, most of your life with, bro. Like, and preferably the rest, bro, because you don't want to end up in a situation where you fucking around with shorty. Y'all been going strong. Y'all got a couple kids. Then next thing you know, the relationship is on the rocks, and now you feel me, motherfuckers got to figure out life after having a life with somebody, nigga. That shit is trash, bro. Trust me.
This is why I'm happy I'm all in love and shit, and in a healthy ass relationship where niggas is going to therapy and getting their shit together. Cause I swear for God,
Man, and that's the way to go. I commend you for that, brother, because I wish I did that shit with my baby mom when I was younger, nigga. I wouldn't have dealt with half the shit that I dealt with when it comes to these other bitches and just
man,
all this other shit. Like, nigga, if me and my baby mom could have just worked it out, nigga, we'd be cool. I'd be cool right now.
man, the best conversation we had, all the hard conversations early on in a relationship. We've been together for like officially, literally like maybe 2 months roughly, but we were dating and talking for like over like a year and shit like that. And we already had the hard conversations of like, what are your hard like boundaries? Like, what are your no's? What's the shit that I can possibly do that would make you just say this relationship's over type shit? All that. We got that shit about the way. That way I ain't gotta think about it. That way we don't get no dumbass argument over who I'm liking on Instagram. And thank God for women who like bitches too. I just want to say that one more time.
That's a fucking fact,
bro, the fact that I could look at ass and whatnot on my TikTok feed and Instagram, and she be like, "Hey, let me see that. Let me see that." And I'm like, "You can't be real. Like, there's no way. Like, nah, is this set up? I feel like I'm being set up. Like she'll send
Are
me.
y'all punking me,
bro? Shit, bro. I will literally send her some shit, and then she'll send me some shit right back. I'm like, okay, I gotta be in the simulation. Like, this gotta be like, nah, I gotta have died in a car accident or some shit.
Nah,
Man.
for real, I feel you.
Man, that shit nutty as hell. But let's go ahead and start the music up. What's going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of the Run Those Games podcast. You dig what I'm saying? First and foremost, make sure that you rate this podcast 5 stars on all podcasting platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, which has podcasts now, and of course, big shout out to Anchor, which helps our podcast be heard on all of these platforms. Make sure you cop some of that Renegade merch as well as Run Those Games merch. All the links and whatnot will be in the description box below. If you're watching the video version of this, we are playing some Smite. You dig what I'm saying? We getting active on this bitch. Now, we got a very special guest, one of my partners. We're going to let him get the last intro, you know what I'm saying? Like a Method Man verse, you dig what I'm saying? But first things first, go ahead and get the regular schmegular degulars up in here. My dog, Biggie, a.k.a. Mr. Similac. Say what's good to the people.
So that's how we starting it off today?
Yes.
You know what? I'll just say I'm glad to be here. So I'm leaving it.
Alright. Because I don't want to do it no more. Alright. And next up, my dog, you dig what I'm saying? Not as argumentative today as he has been recently, but Mr. Rambo Gamer.
I ain't argumentative.
Not today.
Yeah, just because my niggas running free agency and I'm exhausted trying to cover that shit. I cannot lie to you. What up, people? You know what I'm saying? Y'all hear him. He in the back crying. He's getting his hair done. know what I'm saying? What's good? We back. Shout out to my nigga AB in here, you know what I'm saying? We finna get lit. Hashtag fuck them kids, you know what I mean? Let's get it.
All right, folks, and the special guest Rambo done just told y'all whatever, but long time homie of mine, long time official, unofficial member of the gaming Illuminati. You dig what I'm saying? We done had Ethos on the podcast about a month or two ago, and now we got the producer extraordinaire, Mr. Yay Area himself, Absmooth. Say what's good to the people.
Man, it was good. Y'all know the fucking vibes, man. It's your boy AB Smooth with 2 zeros, no O's, all the hoes. You know how it goes. We getting dough, checking chicken at the dough. You know what I mean? I ain't a rapper, but I'm a rapper, but I get it cracking. So yeah, let's get this shit in motion.
Oh, fuck with him, you dig what I'm saying? We will also have AB socials and whatnot in the description as well. And right now we're actually listening to his recent project right now. And of course it's properly named Vibes, you dig what I'm saying? So make sure y'all go check that out and support my dog. Now, let's go ahead and jump right on into the topics of the day. Skate 4. We talked about this previously in the last podcast. We were giving out some of our thoughts, hopes, and opinions on the game, hoping that'll be good as per usual. But knowing EA, they gonna try to do some type of fuckery. You feel me? So that's a little scary. However, the one thing that was kind of good and kind of cool, like, you know, kind of gave me that old Halo ODST feeling where they gave us like the dev diaries where they shows like background gameplay and shit that they're working on. They recently put out a trailer called Still Working on a Trailer where they were showing footage of the development process they're going through right now. It featured a whole lot of different bugs, glitches, random ragdoll mechanics, the whole nine. And personally, it's actually refreshing to see something like that. That way we actually know what they're working with rather than, you know.
I am, but they gonna ask me. They gonna ask me stuff.
Nigga is literally on a conference call right now. Oh, and I'm dead. Anyways, but it's actually refreshing to see, you know, devs actually show us like what they're actually working on and shit like that. Now, AB, since you are our guest, what's your thoughts on Skate, and are you excited for Skate 4, and what are some things that you want to see out of the new title?
I mean, it looked interesting. I'm gonna keep it real with you though. Like, my love for extreme sports and shit, like those types of games, skateboarding, BMXing, all that shit died when I grew up and started playing basketball, bro. Like, I'm interested. I'm not necessarily, I wouldn't say I'm excited, but I don't want to get my hopes up because, you know, EA's track record has been like a fucking roller coaster. They've done great, but they've also done some trash too. And it, as long as it's better than them fucking Tony Hawk remakes, bro, because them shits was trash. As far as like features and shit go, I'm curious to see like how open the world is, how many different challenges there are, the different tricks, customization options is a fucking must. And most importantly, of course, because I'm a producer, the soundtrack. What the soundtrack gonna be like? What we gonna be listening to? What we gonna be skating to? Is it gonna give me something that's, you know, punked? Is like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be pumped up, go do a 540 or a Ghetto Bird, you know what I mean? Or like, I don't know. I'm just curious to see how they gonna go about it, because it does seem to have like different pool areas and shit like that. But am I gonna get to go on the half pipe pause to be able to, you know what I mean, go crazy? Or like, you know,
My man said
like that,
Ghetto
man.
Bird though. That's how I know this nigga was actually into that shit at one point.
Come on, man. Kareem Campbell was the truth for all the black kids back in the day, bro. Like, we respected Tony Hawk, but Kareem Campbell was one of us, bro. That's the only person I used on Tony Hawk. Fuck that.
Kareem Campbell, I ain't gonna lie, I was a big fan of Bob Burnquist for real.
Nah, Bob went crazy, bro.
I was a big fan of Bob.
Bob went crazy too. Like, it's a lot of guys on there on that roster. Like, and that's another thing that I'm curious about too. Is it gonna be just your custom skater, or are we gonna be able to skate with some of those legends? And for the people that are still active in the skateboard community, are they gonna have like some newer guys that we don't really know about? Like, for the people like, you know, nigga, I'm 32, so I stopped watching that shit a long time ago.
Facts.
So is they gonna still have some of them guys now and keep it up to date with the newer guys, or what's the way they gonna go about it?
I was definitely watching that. What was that shit that Rob Dyrdek did? The Street League or whatever. I was watching that for a little bit, but then I ain't gonna lie, I fell the fuck out of that shit. Once streaming kind of like took over and whatnot, that's when I real life fell out of it. Honestly, like I was in it for a little bit, but then I zoned out because I was actually interested in like that whole thing that he was doing because it was dope. But it's one of them joints where it's like, fam, skating for one is difficult as hell. I'm pretty sure most of us have at least attempted to skateboard at one point. That shit's hard. So I would like seeing it more on TV and as far as like ESPN and shit like that, because I don't see enough of like the extreme sports. Like snowboarding's hard as hell, but I'm more interested in skateboarding because you could actually flip the board and get off of it and not have your legs, you know, glued to a board. But that's just my opinion. Speaking of EA and their track record, so we gonna segue in that after this though. Big E, our local sweat. What do you think about still working on a trailer?
Oh, I loved it. I enjoyed it. I appreciated them not just being like, "Oh yeah, we're working on it," and that was it. No, they actually showed it. I appreciate that. It made me smile. The only thing that kind of took away my smile is because I know they put clothes in that game. Oh boy. And microtransactions, because you know EA is putting their foot in here somewhere.
Oh hell yeah.
EA is putting their footprint all up in that game.
They did it with Apex. We thought Apex was safe for a little bit.
The only reason Apex was safe for a little bit is because they didn't tell them motherfuckers. They just released the game.
They said, oh yeah, you can play it here.
And we got like a good, 2-3 months before they bring out heirlooms. And people figured out you had to spend $150, $160 to get an heirloom.
Yeah, it was like 160 something.
Then the other way to get them is to open 500 fucking packs.
They got the game fucked up.
So you know they're gonna do that with Skate, because they're gonna do it with all, like, they're gonna put updated clothes and shit in there, and they're gonna make you pay for them.
You think they're gonna 2K that shit?
Skateboards and shit. Oh no, they can't 2K.
That's another thing I'm curious about is like what type of clothes they gonna have. Like, is it all gonna be skater fashion, or is we gonna be able to give our niggas some drip? Because you know, skaters, they kind of dress a certain way as opposed to like everybody else.
I will say, is to be fair, a lot of the skater fashion people started taking over for regular fashion. Like, because from what I remember, Supreme used to be more for skateboarding. Like, that's what they would wear, and then that shit blew up. Stuff like that.
So, go ahead and I had to send the email. As far as the skaters, there are going to be some of the new skaters, but not all of them, nor is it going to be a lot of them because of EA ain't trying to spend that bag. They're going to have to spend that bag to get them money. They're not trying to do all that. There will be some new ones. There will be some legends. There will not be some. Tony Hawk will be there. I'm going to go ahead and. He will be there. Some of them other ones ain't going to be there. The clothes, from what I saw, I think the clothes is going to be a lot more expansive than what it has been in the past. Because there's some. They've looked at there's shoe brands that they haven't had in Skate before that's going to be on there. I did see one for Supreme, so the backpacks might be in there. But I believe I'm pretty sure, I'm almost pretty sure it's going to be behind a paywall.
Of course.
Yeah.
For the Supreme stuff, I think that's going to be behind this. That's going to be behind a paywall.
You know they're gonna put Bape in there.
I actually don't think Bape is in there.
Probably not yet.
No, I don't think Bape is going to be in there at all.
I need me some bathing ape, my bad.
You know how 2K dropped their at the when 2K22 before it came out, they dropped all those like clothes and stuff that they were gonna have in the game. Like the Bape is not one of the ones that I seen on there. So unless they're gonna make a deal with Bape later on or before the game come out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because didn't they do that on 18? I think it was 18 because in 19 they were there. Or was it 19?
We talking about EA. We ain't talking about 2K. We talking about EA.
I ain't gonna lie, EA some of the cheapest yet most like
No, I'm
greedy
talking about,
bastards.
EA had like vape stuff in it.
Bro.
NBA Live had vape stuff.
Did it?
Yeah, it did.
I remember
It
in
did.
Jersey.
It did.
Because it had them shorts that every nigga was wearing.
Mhm. That's why I was like, I hope they add that in there because they've already shown that they can get it. But if they got
But
it
it-
later, they gotta add it later.
But you got to remember that also goes against what like they got, like as far as live, the budget for how many clothes they have, because the like all the people that they have in the game is already like they don't have to really pay them niggas, especially the influencers, because half them niggas is stupid. They just happy to be in the game. But like as far as like all the players, that comes with the license. Whereas like when it comes to something like skateboarding, you got to pay each individual person. It's the same thing like of reason why Fight Night is so expensive to make, because it's like not only do you got to get the license for all the equipment,
All
you
the
got to get the
commissions and
license
shit.
yeah, you got to get the license for every arena. You got to get the license for every single boxer, bro. Like it's hella shit, and certain people is gonna be pricier than others. Like Tony Hawk gonna cost way more than a nigga we don't know, bro.
Like,
Shit, for example, Kareem Campbell is not gonna cost as much as Tony Hawk. So it's like you gotta take that into consideration. So they're gonna get like shit like DC, Nike, because Nike's still making SBs, like all the shit that probably Vans, maybe, I don't know, all the shit you could find at a fucking your local skate store, whether it be Tilly's or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna get those types of things. As far as like vape and stuff, that might be it's possible, but I don't know if it'll come like launch or something like that. And if it does, then shit.
I still want to fight niggas over that SB shit, because I remember for like the longest time that was like a skater shoe. Like that's the only people that seen wear that shit. Then I don't know who started wearing them shits. Now all niggas, oh them SBs, this SBs. I'm like, I don't even skate no more. I'm like, you don't even skate. It's kind of like when
For real with you, bro. It was Pharrell. Pharrell is the reason why niggas started wearing SBs, bro.
God damn it, bro. It's kind of like when niggas was wearing, I'm not gonna lie, this shit still pains me to my core when I was seeing niggas wear like basketball shoes casually.
Oh yeah, that hurt. That irritates me, because it's like when niggas start wearing like LeBrons and Kobe's and shit casually, I'm like, y'all niggas look goofy as hell. Why are you wearing Kobe with jeans?
Bro,
Like it don't, and you don't hoop. Like that'd be the worst part, when you know a nigga don't hoop, especially because you hoop. You like, bro, you don't even hoop. Why are you wearing those?
that'd be like the one time where like in the back of my head I'll be thinking, I don't condone robbery at all, but I'd understand in this case. I swear to
I don't condone committing this crime.
bro, I
I'm not
remember
going.
this dude
I
was
don't
trying
condone it, but I understand.
bro,
Come on,
I
man,
remember
that's gonna be my line.
this dude was trying to argue with me about how like matter of fact, I remember it was when I was on the GMG podcast. We was talking about like shoes and whatnot. I forgot how the hell we got there, but I remember I brought up like I can't stand when people do that shit. It's, as y'all can see, I still can't stand that shit, right? Dude gonna argue and talk about some, you must not hoop. I'm like, no, I hoop a lot actually, and niggas is not pulling up to the gym, to the court, anywhere in their hooping shoes. You have your slides on.
Hell nah.
You have your slides on, and then you switch to your hooping shoes. If you in the gym, you have I have had two pairs of hooping shoes, one for outside, one for inside. And I never wore them shits. You know, I never wore my outside shoes inside, I never wore my inside shoes outside. And I wore my slides to the park or to the gym. So I'm like, clearly y'all ain't hooping, or y'all have never hooped, because this isn't even a discussion. This is one of them things was
Casual hoopers.
that's big. You would say they don't even hoop, they just shoot around.
Facts.
Basically.
I say that shit about most people on 2K. That's where they can hoop. You don't hoop. You just shoot around.
So I'm like, that shit used to makes me so damn mad. Like Jordans, I'm not gonna lie, I tried hooping in some Jordans like a few years back. Most uncomfortable thing I have ever done. My ankles were screaming, my foot hurt. I was like, okay, I understand why niggas just wear these now. But I'm like, LeBron's and Kobe's, Kyrie's, I'm like, those are literally hooping shoes. Like they're designed to be played basketball.
Which Jordans did you wear to hoop in? Because I'm about to I just answer that question.
I can't hoop in Jordans. That shit
Not
is
gonna
hard.
lie, I wore some 4s. I wanted to die.
And that's exactly why where you fucked up is you chose to wear some goddamn 4s.
Them shits.
You chose to wear some Now, if you would have wore some 6s, if you would have wore some 7s, if you would have wore some 10s, if you would have
I
wore
could have
some
got away
11s,
from 7s. 11s,
if you would have wore some 12s, if you would have wore some 13s, like it's a lot of other shoes that you could have wore that would have been way more comfortable than them fucking 4s.
You know,
bro,
made it worse though was the fact that
off.
I wasn't even going crazy. Like I wasn't even. Y'all know when like you hoop, you kind of know if you feel like actually hooping for real or just like just getting some run in. I was having one of them days where I just want to get some running, get some shots up, and go home.
I would have did that shit in flip flops if I did those shits in 4s.
Well, here's the thing though. So I had my shoes, right? And then one of my partners was at the park, and I was all like, I'm not trying to hoop in my shoes because I'm not gonna lie, they was talking at the back end a little bit. They had that wear and tear, and I didn't notice. So yo, you got an extra pair of shoes.
Oh,
He was like, yeah, I got you. Then hand me some 4s. I'm thinking they got some cushion in them. I ain't worried, bro. I tried doing a crossover and felt my whole foot just stick, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be a long day. I played like 2 games and went home. My ankles were like on fire, literally on fire. I was like, I'm never again. Fuck Jordans. I'm not hooping in them shits. I'll walk in them, not hooping.
Nah, you can't hoop in. You gotta like that. The higher the number, the more likely you gonna be okay hooping in them. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like
That's a bet.
17s, 18s, 19s. If you hoop in them, you'll be smooth, bro. Like, but anything but before the 5s, you gonna have a hard, long time, bro. It's gonna be a bad day, bro. You're gonna hate yourself.
Nigga, I did one crossover and I felt my left foot just stick to concrete, and I was like, I can't move.
That's how I feel about Bron.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I'm still trying to figure out how Jordan hooped in anything from the 1s to the 4s.
My
Bruh, you know, that's what I'm saying, bruh. But you got to think about it too. Of the time, that's how the hoop shoes was, because niggas was hooping in Chucks, and Converse and shit, bro. Like all them shoes.
And we also got to put in at one point in time, niggas was definitely hooping in shell-toed Adidas, and I love them shoes. I would never think to play basketball in them shits. They're heavy.
Nigga, I ain't gonna lie to you though. My favorite hooping shoe of all time is probably the Pro Models, nigga. Them shits was so fucking comfortable, bro. If you had a pair of the Adidas Pro Models, nigga. Like that's when I was in high school. If your team had the Pro Models, y'all was probably legit, bro. Like if everybody had them, yeah, y'all legit. It was either them or the Huarache 2K4s, bro.
I love the Hyper Dunks. The Hyper Dunks was the most comfortable shoe ever. And I don't know.
See, I didn't get.
It might have been me
until like.
I got them shits in high school as senior, and I started dunking around that time, like consistently, and it felt like I had a boost in them shoes.
See, they didn't come out for me until like I think they came out the first year they probably came out was right like when I graduated, because I graduated 08. So I think they came out right after I graduated.
You know what shoes I wanted that I never got though? Them Kobe's though. That look like the Hyper Dunks, like the early versions. I forgot what they look like, the Kobe 8s or 7s or some shit. Hold up. We gonna say
Kobe system joints.
Hold up, I gotta find them, dog, because they were some shoes that I wanted so bad, but my mom wasn't trying to spend no breach on those shoes like that, and I was hurt. No, they weren't.
One question: how the fuck did we get here?
We was talking about what Skate was gonna have, and now we here.
That shit funny as hell. I'm like, wait a minute.
I can make any topic of basketball. I cannot lie. I can do that shit.
What they don't? No, they want the 4s.
Me too, brother. But nah, I love the 2K4 Huaraches, bro, because I used to be on Nike ID for hours in high school, bro.
Making shoes that you was never gonna get.
Bruh, like, all right, these could be our team shoes, y'all. Knowing damn well they not gonna be. But fuck it, we here now.
Here, yeah, there were these joints right here. Hold on, I'm about to share my screen with y'all real quick because it was.
We had the snake skin Kobe's for my team shoe.
Hold up, This is streaming smite. Wrong one. Wrong shit. It was Z shoes. It was Z shoes. Right. Oh my god, this fucking it's gonna make me mad. There we go. It was these shits right here. They were the Kobe Hyperdunk shits. The ones where he jumped over the, what was it? The Ferrari in?
Ashton Martin.
Dash Martin. Yeah,
Aston Martin.
I wanted
When Ryan turned
these.
you off.
Ooh.
To be honest,
Ooh.
I did not like those.
Bro, every nigga I've ever seen hooping these was cold.
I don't like high top shoes like that.
I do.
That was low key. Yeah, them was low key the ones. Them was after the Kobe systems.
Yeah, I needed high tops
No,
because of
the
ankles.
Yeah, those are the ones after when he was talking about ankle insurance and shit.
Yep.
That was my fucking.
What's-
That's one of my favorite commercials, bro.
And then this was the one. These were the shoes I had in high school. Like this was the joint.
Hyperdunk.
Yep, these right here.
Yeah.
I ain't never rolled my ankle in low top basketball shoes. It's always been in high top.
I smacked my ankle to pavement in low tops, and that shit traumatized me.
Yeah, I'm sorry, brother. I can't agree with you on that one. That's propaganda
That's
I
the only
cannot
time
get with.
it's which is crazy. My worst ankle sprain is in high top.
I could wear mid tops, high tops. I wear
Hey,
low
look.
tops. I'm scared for my life.
Everyone knows that I love to push agendas, bro. But that's an
damn sure
agenda
do.
that I cannot get with.
He said I can't do it. All right. Well, next topic. Before we even get to the actual basketball topic at hand, that would be Mario plus Rabbids. What's that joint? Sparks of Hope. I just want to know because I just put this on the show notes because I'm not the biggest Mario fan, like at all. It just never really grew on me as a kid. I was more of a Sonic and everything else type of player. But I've heard good things about the Mario Rabbids. So I want to know: have any of y'all played this, and are any of y'all interested in this shit?
Nope.
Nope.
Maybe.
Don't lie to you, Chief.
Strike that one from the record. Lou.
I played Rayman. I played the Rayman. one.
Rayman. Yeah, the Rayman one is fire.
All right.
The thing is I love XCOM type games, and I ain't gonna lie, like it looked like it could be hella fun. Like I'm not gonna lie, it looks hella fun, but I'm not buying that shit, bro.
I seen
But the
that
one
coming.
thing I will say though is I'm finna get this off right now. Whoever fucking Ubisoft probably was better off making that Midnight Suns trash because that shit looked better than Midnight Suns is about to be. Them niggas got me fucked up. How you gonna have an XCOM type game and then make it a card base? Like that shit sounds stupid as hell. Fuck them niggas. They got me fucked up, bro.
Hey,
All right, I'm done.
microtransactions. That's how.
Man, fuck all that shit.
I see it. I see it. I can feel it.
Bro.
I see that coming.
Microtransactions in a fucking single player game is so fucking nasty,
That's
bro.
Ubisoft for you.
But let's go and get some slander off real quick. Speaking about that, you feel what I'm saying? We were just talking about EA. Nah, because I forgot to even do my other transition. But speaking about single player games, y'all seen that fuck ass tweet that EA decided to put out a couple days ago?
Oh, these niggas are, bruh. I almost said the R word.
You
These
almost
niggas
did. I was gonna let it go
stupid,
too.
These, I like whoever that PR person is, whoever their social media manager is. I know that they was getting cussed out the next day, boy, because they thought that shit was sweet.
Hey,
No.
They
hey,
really posted that said this shit about to bang.
hey, you thought you ate, huh?
For real, they was like, nigga, I know this tweet finna go off. Yeah, it went off, not for the reason you thought though.
Bro, they thought they did something. So for those of y'all who don't know, listening, watching the whole nine, EA's Twitter decided to post out this dumbass tweet because there's this trend going around saying that she's a 10, he's a 10, but and then something negative. So for instance, it'll be like she's a 10, but she don't know how to boil water. And then like, what would you rate her at that point type shit, right? It's a funny little trend that's going on right now. One of the few trends on the internet where it's actually entertaining for real. But EA decided to dip their toes in pop culture and failed miserably. So they said he's a 10, but they only play single player games. As if one of the best games that they've actually released in like the past, 2-3 years wasn't a single player based game by the name of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I'm just saying. Yeah, so basically they was getting dragged, talk shit about, slandered. I'm not gonna say drag. They was getting slandered up and down by multiple sources. And people talk about what are you talking about? Like, why? Because you can't riddle it with microtransactions, because you can't do this, that, and the third. They basically expose themselves as to why, you know, the influx of single player games is so slow on the EA side of things. I thought it was dumb. Everybody in here thought it was dumb. It also pains us because, as you can see in the thumbnail itself, EA Big has been closed down for eons because apparently the sales just never met to the EA standards. You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of irritating. It's like, y'all ain't giving us what we want, but you don't even want to put out stuff that's actually proven to work in single player based games. Rambo, you go ahead and get your slander off, because I know you feel some type of way about that joint.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I don't give no fucks, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't care. I had one, he had one. Bro,
He sound like a disappointed father right now. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't really care about these gaming companies and the shit they do. I cannot lie to you, because all they do is lie. All they do is lie and talk out their ass. All they do is lie and talk out their ass. And did EA, didn't they just publish Fallen Order? I don't think that was one of their. Or was that one of theirs?
I think
it's one of theirs.
They did publish.
I thought it was Respawn that worked on it. Am I tripping?
I don't know who that was. I don't know if it was Respawn.
Let me go look this up.
Say, Google it. I'm about to say, Google that for me.
Because I'm not too sure. I know, like, obviously they're going to put it on all their shit because they published it, but I don't know if that's one of their real, like, I know the other ones that's set to come out, like, there's like 3 other Star Wars games that's supposed to be coming out. I know those are under the
Yeah, it was Respawn. Respawn made that game.
Respawn did that?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I'm not gonna lie. This makes me more doubtful about Skate. Just because just because how EA operates.
But nah, Skate ain't even gonna be a single player game. If in that trailer it looked like it's gonna be a multiplayer. Like what's that game that just came out? Like Riders Republic type shit.
It's because they had it
That's
on
what it
Skate
looked
3.
like.
It was multiplayer, but that's going to be the problem, that it's multiplayer in a new era.
in the
Back when Skate 3
microtransaction
came out,
heavy
you
era.
couldn't do crazy microtransactions. You just had DLC.
That was good, apparently, by what Biggie says.
Oh, I bought every single one of those. I don't regret a single purchase.
Like I don't mind that style of it. But I don't know, man. Listen, bro. EA gon' EA. All niggas really want is NFL Street and a good skate, and they can't do either one of those. So
NFL Street, NBA Street, Def Jam, SSX. Like, y'all can see in the thumbnail, I got all of them joints up right now. And it's like, all of them. And y'all ain't gonna revisit none of them. Okay. Like, even athletes have been talking about, like, been asking for it and shit like that. Like, I think LaMelo actually quote tweeted some shit like that. Like, somebody made, like, a concept art for, like, the cover of, like, what NBA Street, you know, 2K, or not 2K, but 23 would look like. And, you know, it's, of course, they're just gonna ignore it. But, Biggie, go ahead and get your EA slander off.
I don't know what else you want me to say about them. Because at this point, them as a company, haven't they pretty much, if there was an actual award for this, won worst company of the year like 7 times?
Yeah,
worst
I think
gaming company of the year.
I think it was like voted by gamers. It was like the worst one for like multiple years in a row.
Because I know it's more than Ubisoft, and that's saying something. Ubisoft, oh my goodness, for a hot minute they was terrible. But for what they said, I don't know what else to say about it, because it's not anything less than what I expect from them at this point.
You only play single player games. Oh yeah, because I just can't enjoy gaming by myself. And a good story.
The slander that they're giving to single player games in that tweet, it's like, bro, y'all multiplayer games is ass.
Talk about it.
Most of y'all multiplayer games is ass. Battlefield is ass. Y'all only good multiplayer, actual good multiplayer, is probably Apex, the only free one. Cause Madden, niggas are hoping 2K gets good. Niggas are hoping 2K can make an actual simulation football game in the future. Because your game is ass. You just lost the rights to call your game FIFA.
And niggas and the players, and for the past year and a half, the Players Association for the NFL have wanted them to stop making Madden games. They don't want to be a part. That's why some of them niggas don't come in and get face scanned. That's why some of them niggas face be having to get made in office, because they don't want Madden no more. Like,
you can't even get a single NBA player that's not a cover athlete to come in and face scan for NBA Live.
Like, let's be real. How many NFL players do you see live on Twitch playing Madden?
I got zero.
Kyler Murray is the only one I know for sure that still gets on and plays that shit.
He played for the Cardinals, so he's trying to simulate them to a Super Bowl. I hate the Cardinals, so I will slander them at every waking moment I can.
Now, how many NBA players do you know get on 2K? That right there.
All of them niggas, man.
Some of them niggas, like, most of their multiplayer games is ass. Their best games have been single player.
Except Apex.
Yeah.
RIP. I'm about to say RIP Titanfall.
Yep. The only other game that was going to be multiplayer that could have been better because they was about to fix it, they canceled that shit. RIP Anthem.
Definitely RIP Anthem. That game, man, look.
All y'all multiplayer games is ass, and you slandering single player games like that ain't the best games that y'all put out recently. Cause y'all can't put microtransaction crazy in them, so you can't touch them shits.
Them niggas, man, they just figure out a way to just do fuck shit. Hey, B, you got anything you want to get off your chest before we move on to the actual hooping subject?
Yeah, throw me a bag. I'll get you niggas right.
I mean, he is a producer and he do know tech. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
My mans do work in IT. Know what I'm saying?
Just throw me a bag. I'm a creative genius. I'll get you niggas right. The public will love y'all.
This nigga AB, just 3 months, he gonna change EA's entire image.
Telling you, bro, I'm finna do exactly what Jerry West did to the Warriors franchise.
You about to turn them around, but like everybody be like, man, I love EA. Who they got as their community manager? Oh, this nigga AB Smooth, you feel me? Who that? If you don't know, then you ain't knowing. Just know, everybody fuck with EA now.
You don't know, you better ask somebody.
Hey, all right. Well, EA, get your shit together. Stop talking about shit that you clearly are tone deaf to, you goofy motherfuckers. To NBA 2K Season 8. I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea these seasons were gonna go up to 8. I don't know why in my head, and I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all, I thought that we're gonna have like maybe 4 seasons only. For like the 4 quarters of like the joint or whatever. So we're at Season 8. We done seen the Legend Reward, which I'm not gonna lie was comical. I got a healthy laugh at the reaction of everybody, because for what you get for all your hours of grinding, and I mean hours of grinding, I'm talking day in, day out, hit level 40 for 4 seasons straight, you get a punk ass parrot. They finally gave you better rewards in Season 7, which should have been the Season 4 joint, but whatever, I digress. Season 8, apparently getting some like roller skating shoes or some shit, or some like type of skateboard or some goofy shit.
They're giving you shoes to make you run faster around the city.
There we go. That shit, as if we
no roller skating, no nothing, just shoes.
Well, it says if you don't literally have like inline skates, a skateboard, a go-kart, a jetpack, a hoverboard, like
an entire zip line to take you to the exact place you want to go from your penthouse.
I mean, yeah. So I just want to know, like, I just want to know, y'all gonna play this shit?
Fuck no. I haven't touched 2K since February. Like, with y'all niggas, I have not touched that shit since February.
It's been a minute.
I've played that shit since then, maybe twice. And I mean, actually play the game.
I haven't touched 2K in the longest fucking time, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you niggas. It's been, I literally played that game for probably about like 2 months, and Yeah, like nah, bro. I told y'all I'm good. I ain't even buying the next one, bro. I do not want to play no. I just rather watch basketball, bro, and get my fix that way. I have no desire to play a game that's gonna be that frustrating, that trash. Like it's not even fun no more. It's just like annoying, bro. So I'm cool. I'll rather play. Like I'll give 2K some credit because WWE is fun as fuck. This game is actually fun, which is crazy as fuck to me because I ain't watched wrestling since I was like 14, bro.
Talk about
Like
it.
I don't know how this game had literally one of the worst releases like 2 years ago. Took a year off, came back with one of the most fun games I played all year. I'm still playing. I'm playing this shit right now. Fuck 2K. NBA 2K, that is.
So WWE get a pass. Now I want to know, AB, did you ever have like a period in time where you was like a supreme sweat at 2K?
Nah, never. I just enjoyed 2K for what it was. Like when I was younger, when I was growing up, bro, the only time it was really to sweat was like being good at live in the neighborhood. Like, I was a couch co-op sweat person, but like online never did it for me because one, I was living in the hood, so I didn't have great internet. And then when I got good internet, I just didn't give a fuck to care because at the end of the day, beating a nigga on 2K ain't gonna do nothing for me when it comes to these bitches.
Talk about it. Talk about it. He said these hoes, they for everybody. All right. Well, Biggie, I want to hear from your perspective, things of that sort.
Mhm.
How heartbroken you are when it comes to 2K, because you're buying next year's edition because you're a fiend. You have a problem.
I've admitted this and I will continue to admit it, but I have not changed this problem.
At least you admitted it. I want to know, as far as fun factor goes, right? Like as a general consensus by like everybody in the podcast today, right? What the fuck happened? Because I have vivid memories of playing 2K like before I got online, right? And had fun. Even when I was online from like 15, 16, 17, having fun. And I wasn't that good at the game at that time. Like I got obviously good now, but I was mediocre to trash for real. And would still have a blast getting online, running games, win, lose, or draw, primarily losing, and have fun. Now it's kind of like, even if I win, I feel irritated, which is a problem.
Yeah.
Like in some cases, we played games where we lost and didn't care because we was more pissed off at the game than the game than like what happened in the game. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to know, what the fuck you think happened to the fun factor of 2K?
They took the control out of our hands.
Not even just that. You really want the answer?
Steph Curry.
No. And it's not a shot at the actual person. It's not a shot at the actual person, but it's not his fault that people are very impressionable. But that nigga Steezo ruined it, man.
Ooh, break it down.
Steezo is that nigga that they go to figure out all the cheese dribble moves.
Oh, the fuck on. What the hell just happened?
You good now, Woo?
Bro, I guess my Discord, I'm gonna fight you. Don't update my shit without me telling you to.
Steezo heard me saying something. He said, yeah, let's go and cut that shit short.
Bro, I legit was just sitting here listening. I said, break it down. Next thing I know, my shit just closed and opened up. I'm like, what the fuck? But anyways, go ahead, bro.
Steezo was the main nigga, especially in the beginning, that they was all going to learn all the dribble cheese moves ever since his channel blew up. And ever since then, everybody been trying to be like him. And that shit got mad. That's why you see all the point guards, every point guard's doing all them like 17,000 dribble moves in a row. And thinks that they should be able to do all that and then still score because he's able to do that. And it's not his fault because that's just what was in the game. And he's trying to make content. And it was good content. So it was phenomenal content because he is good at what he does. But then everybody else wants to also be that. It's the same thing that happens with a lot of games with these esports. They see how good some other people is. Like on Apex, they see how good like Timmy is, Asu, Keon, and all them. and they want to be as good as them, and you get all these motherfuckers that's trying to sweat all the goddamn time. It's unfortunate. It's just what happens with video games. It's somebody that's really good at it. And at this point in gaming, everybody thinks that if you're as good as him, you're going to make as much money as him. It's not how it works. Not how it works at all.
Because the niggas ain't got no personality at all. And they're all like, well, I should be. No, you shouldn't. You're boring.
Niggas do the same dribble moves as him, don't do it as good as him, and think that they're going to be as big as him.
I will say, side tangent, or not even side tangent, one thing that has always pissed me off about the whole like dribbling shit, right, is the whole debate about stamina. We've all hooped in here at some form, fashion, and to some like degree, right? Whether that be college, high school, adult, semi-pro, whatever, right? All done that shit. What I don't get is how folks will try to argue about stamina, but they want to dribble out the shot clock. But they bring up certain, like I almost said certain characters, certain players. They're like, well, AI, well, Kyrie. I'm like, they're getting to a spot or they're doing something. You're literally not even driving and kicking. Yeah, you're literally dribbling in place, and then you'll act like you're about to go take a jumper or something like that. Do a spin dribble backwards and go behind your back, and then shoot it. When you already had the open lane, the open J 14 dribbles ago.
Hey, Woo, you want to know why? Because of what I always like to say. Niggas never hoop. They shot around. Because anybody that brings up Kyrie or AI has never actually watched them play. If you've ever seen Kyrie play, he already sees the spot he's going to. He says, all right, I got 3 moves to get there. By that 3rd move, he's there and he's shooting.
I mean,
So
shit.
Niggas, you're right. These niggas do not watch basketball. They watch Chris Smooth highlight videos and highlight tapes and Ball is Life, and they stock those and be like, oh my God, this nigga's so tough. But they don't realize that, yes, Kyrie can take up, most of the game, he's not going to take 7 dribble moves to get to his spot. That might happen when it's grind time in the 4th, and he know he could beat his defender because his defender is more tired than him.
Yep.
But most of the buckets that he gonna get are easy buckets.
Yeah.
Straight line drives, 2 dribbles. Exactly. And it's set up with a triple threat. It's not even set up with the fucking dribble move. He sets his stuff up with a jab, and he goes by.
I've even pointed out, because we watched me and Rambo and some other people have watched some Kyrie highlights, and I'd pointed out in the middle of it, like, yo, you can see that he already knows where he's gonna shoot it from. Like, he gets past the half court line, he sees an opening already when he passes it at that mid-range like elbow shot, and he's already like, all right, that's where I'm gonna shoot from. I got 3 moves to get there.
Because that's a hooper's mindset. You know your strengths as well as your weaknesses. You know where you want to go and how you're going to get there. Motherfuckers don't hoop. They basically play it by hope, for real. And what irritates me about all that shit, like we was just talking about right now, the best drill for you to get good without using a bunch of dribbles, can the court. 3 dribbles. That's all you need to score. That's it. 3 dribbles.
I got 3 moves to get there. If I can't get there, I got to get rid of the ball.
Bro, like, and that's why I'm not gonna lie, one of the best badges I will give 2K this was that that triple threat, not triple threat, it was a triple threat joint.
Yeah,
because it was effective, because that's how a triple threat is supposed to be. Because a triple threat's either the 3 things that you can do with the ball. You could either shoot it, slash, or pass. You can decide that all in your stance from a triple threat and off a jab step. So I'm trying to figure out, where do these people get this thought that I need to just consistently dribble? I get that it's a game, there needs to be some type of entertainment or some type of fun when it comes to that. I can get that. I don't like the argument of I need to be able to dribble without getting tired for 21 to 22 seconds of the shot clock. And that's where I'm like, nah, like y'all out your rabbit ass mind. Because you're going to be exhausted doing that. Even in a game of 21, you're going to be exhausted doing that. We play 21. As soon as you get 19, you are gassed by that time.
Sir, you get 19,
So
you was
fucking
gassed,
fact.
everybody's beating your ass.
Bro, you getting fouled, triple team, double team, the whole shebang. You get a rebound.
Might drop kick you.
Bro, as soon as you get the rebound when you got 20, when you got like 19 or 20 or whatever, right, like that, right? Somebody is guarding you from when you pick up the board to when you clear the ball. And depending on how much assholes of friends that you got, somebody else might come up and guard you, so you're gonna get double teamed. So I ain't gonna lie, but you right, motherfuckers definitely don't hoop. They don't.
Yeah, the majority of the 2K community claims that they hooped, but have never actually hooped because they say some of the dumbest hooper shit I've ever heard. And remember that one dude, he hoops, but he's ass. The nigga that does like actual 2K dribble moves in real life, and that nigga is ass.
Oh yeah.
His name.
But it's a spoof to me. I'm not gonna lie. For him, it's a spoof to me. I think he's dead ass not serious with that.
I don't think he's like dead the fuck serious. Think that shit's gonna work.
I think it's just for content. But I know who you're talking about though, because he does like 30,000 dribble moves and then shoots up some bullshit, and every now and again it'll go in, but most of the time it's a clank. Or if he's guarding somebody who's not going for that and will play defense, he's getting ripped every time.
Hey, like that shit does not work in real life, and I understand it's a video game, but I also need people to understand it's not an arcade basketball game. This shit was made to be a simulation basketball game. Now, should you get gassed after 3 moves? No, it's a video game. Should you be gassed after about 10 seconds of dribbling the ball? Yes.
Yeah.
If you've been sitting here going left and right this entire time, yes, you should be gassed dribbling the ball.
I'm gonna give you a good explanation. Y'all see KD in the playoffs?
Mm-hmm.
I seen KD having to create his own shot.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see how gassed he was after every game?
Because that's how it actually works. That shit is not easy.
That's how it is, bro. If you were getting double and triple teamed on one side, you're not coming back on the other end doing all the dribble moves. It's not happening. It's never happened in life.
You out here playing against 2 to 3 people just on you, then you have to go play defense on your matchup just to go back and deal with the same shit.
No,
that shit is not easy. Don't nobody want to do that shit.
It's baffling to me. Like, cause I seen one thing, and this dude was all like, "We need actual hoopers to work on like 2K and whatnot." Cause remember, 2K19, one of our favorites, right? Not without his bullshit or whatever. Remember pushing?
Yep.
How the
pushing was definitely a thing. Pushing was definitely a thing, and I don't.
I just want to know, how did that get past everybody? It's kind of like, remember back in the day, the coolest monkey in the jungle?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The blackface mask that, what was it, that Gucci had, or Louis, whatever one of them. Remember that? Like, it's one of the things. How did that get past everybody?
Bye, buddy.
It wasn't like a hard screen.
Don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Also, I think especially for the what's it called, for the pushing in 2K, that I'm pretty sure that was just supposed to be in the park. Still crazy to be in the park, because if you playing pickup basketball and you push somebody, you liable to get swung. But I think
if you push anybody at the park, it's gonna be a lot more to basketball going on.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if in real life you push somebody, it's the basketball is over.
At that point, it's a squabble. At that point, it's off top.
Yeah,
it's like basketball is over at that point. I'm not saying
we are no longer hooping.
But to better explain, I think it was just supposed to be in the park. And if it was just in the park, I genuinely wouldn't care, because I didn't care about the park.
If that's the case, they might as well give us a button to get technical and flagrant fouls too, bro.
So I can swing on a nigga.
I've actually been asking for that, because I'm tired of playing defense, good defense, and get a flagrant foul for going for a block. That shit is annoying.
Bro. Like, I can understand that, because sometimes the flagrant unintentional. But I'm talking about, nigga, I want a button to where I could argue a call. Like, you should be able to argue a call, so that way you can kind of influence the ref. Maybe you get away with a couple more reaches before you get that weak ass steal animation or foul animation.
The one where you're hugging them, that one's always my favorite. You press square one time and now you're hugging them. I'm like, bro, I haven't pressed square this whole game. I pressed it once, now I'm hugging you.
Like you was really about to beat me or something. No, I saw the ball.
Bro. Because y'all niggas know I don't press square worth of shit for real whenever I play. It's rare when I do, unless like I see that I could possibly get a steal. And then when I do, I get punished for it. Meanwhile, little Timmy over here is mashing the square button, then doesn't get punished for it. Ooh.
Yeah, that shit is annoying. That's another reason why I stopped playing that shit. Stupid ass game. Fuck 2K, bro.
That shit hurts.
And I do agree that we definitely need some people that, and I'm not gonna lie, the one dude in there who claims that he hooped, I don't believe his credentials no more. Because Scott OG is supposed to be an actual hooper who's like played overseas. And remember when people were complaining about triple teams happening in my career?
Mhm.
He's like, well, if you got, if you are in the NBA and you have 30 points or 40 points in the first half, they're going to triple team you. No, the fuck they're not. They're not going to triple team you, yo. That leaves
the triple
they
team
might double team.
is crazy, bro.
They might double team you, and that double team doesn't stay the entire. They don't run up to you at the half court line and double team you. No,
Because you're leaving
They gonna
somebody
try to trap
wide
you.
open at that point.
yeah, they gonna try to trap you when you try to make a move. They're not about to sit here and throw a nigga at you crazy. And once he said that, all his credibility of being a hooper went out the window for me.
Biggie
ain't
said,
no way
"Oh, this
you
nigga
said-
lying."
Cause ain't no way you was the actual hooper and you said that dumb shit.
I don't
Here's-
believe you. You need more people.
And the thing is, though, a triple team in 2K is different than how it is in obviously real
can't-
life. Because you can't just have 3 people run to one person. You're literally leaving 2 other people wide open. And I guarantee you, one of the 3 or one of the 2 is a shooter. I can bet money that one of them's a shooter.
You're not. Yeah, I'm about to say you're not triple teaming bringing 2 bigs out the paint. That's even worse.
That's homicide at that point. Like, like you asking to get just killed at that point. So it's like, what are you talking? Like, his thing is, we know how triple teams are ranked because you can see it. It's like in a set format where they try to force you like to a corner or something like that, or like where you have the baseline and or the sideline as an extra defender plus whomever you're bringing over or something like that. But you're not just throwing, 3 people on Curry or 3 people on KD or 3 people on LeBron. You're not doing that. You're just
Definitely.
you asking to be embarrassed on a grandier scale. You're asking to be embarrassed.
Oh no, that's what the Celtics did. No, that's actually what they did.
And they got embarrassed.
No, they did not.
No, they won.
Oh
They
wait,
definitely-
no, you said
They did
no, I'm
that to
tripping.
KD. No, they were actually sending 3 niggas at him. They were absolutely. He would take a move. There would be the main person guarding him. There will always be someone to his left or right, and they're forcing him to the corner where there's a person already there.
Yep.
And they were daring everybody else to do something, and they weren't doing it.
Yeah. Set up.
That I understand, but then that's still sort of like still in the trap because it's not like, oh, he passed the half court line and 3 niggas.
Oh
went
no,
up.
3.
I'll say 2K. I vividly
Dallas
remember.
did it to KD too.
I'll say not Dallas. This nigga had me said Dallas. I remember 2K. What was it? 16. Because that's when the traps were fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, because I remember in the Chase video, he literally got to the half court line and 2 people ran straight at him.
Bro, charged. I'm like, what the? Alright. Like it's ridiculous. I mean, I would love to be able to play 2K and have fun again. Like the only way I could even stomach this game is my NBA. And even then, it makes me want to rip my hair out because there's so many inconsistencies within the game, whether it be the players and or the animations or whatever may have you, to where I'm like, how is this simulation basketball? Like how?
Because niggas don't want it to be simulation.
They
Saying
don't.
that for a minute. Because I don't want the game to be super realistic. Because super realistic means I can shoot over niggas and make the shot. And that can happen a lot. That means you can be in my face and it can be good defense, better offense a lot of the time. And that means I could be wide the fuck open in the corner by myself. Get a perfect release and still miss. I don't want that.
I still want to fight that so much.
But I think the way that they kind of fuck with that is that you won't always get like, the way they built the shooting mechanics is how they play on the realism of being able to be wide open and missing. Because if your skill isn't up there and your timing is off, or green windows and shit like that, you'll fuck around and miss. I don't know. I feel like when it comes to certain things, maybe you have the choice between simulation, which is more realistic, and fucking arcade. Like the park in all the multiplayer shit, that should always be arcade. No one's no one's trying to play real basketball on a video game, because real basketball, like if you really want a real basketball experience, you get your ass up, put your shoes in your backpack, nigga, get your slides on and go to the park with your ball. Hopefully it ain't an indoor ball and you playing outside with it, because if you are, you're a fucking menace to society and deserve the death penalty.
On everything I love. On everything I love.
But you feel me? Like, I feel like when it comes to certain things, like there's a way to like make it like very realistic, but still make it fun. And 2K just doesn't care enough to try to get it to that point. And I feel like once they do get it to that point, or if they felt like they get it to that point, they probably feel like there's no way to really innovate it to make it more realistic without either losing the fun or making it more fun without losing some of the realism. So it's like they gotta kind of find that balance.
My favorite way of putting it, how I'd want 2K to be, and I've explained it to Woo and Rambo, is like a fighting game, like Tekken, where you can be punished for doing obviously stupid shit. So like if you leave somebody with a 90+3 wide open, it's like literally having your guard down on Tekken. Like, you gonna get punished and get a punch straight to the face. Right. Or like if you reach at a bad time, you just whiffed. That's another punish. You should be punished for doing like mistakes. That is what I would want 2K to be like, but not to the point where it's like, oh, they're hoping for you to reach and shit like that because they're gonna make a shot. No, you actually still have to time it and shit. But pretty much you get punished for doing mistakes.
That'd be fucking magnificent.
I need 2K to actually make their move from a more animation-based game to more physics-based. Like, as much as people was clowning the game, I really appreciated Live's defense. Even though it was like it was easy to stick with your man, I feel like in real basketball, that's kind of how it is. Like, it's not as like 2K, you could shake a nigga with the sticks just simply because they don't know where you're gonna go. Like, it's not, and the best defense on 2K is literally sometimes to just stand still and then react. And that's not how you play real basketball, bro. Like, so I would prefer there's a way to actually slide with people, or if you engage them as a defender, they go into that state to where it's like, okay, I have somebody on me. I need to either make a move to get them to get some room and break off and go, because nobody ever really plays basketball like that. Like if Wu is dribbling the ball up the court and I'm doing a damn near full court press, he not gonna do 47 dribble moves in front of me and think that he's gonna go around me. He gonna try to hit me with 1 or 2 moves, and then he gonna go. And if I don't bite, he gonna try to do the turn and spin. He gonna go dribble with his left hand as far as he can go up, do a backspin, go and just turn me hella times.
Because every coach ever will tell you 1 move and go. Every coach ever will tell you 1 move and go.
Because all the moves ain't gonna do nothing but tire you out. You wasting time at that point.
You wasting time, effort, energy, and on top of that, I guarantee you, because I play point, somebody's gonna be open. If the offense is running away as opposed when people are moving without the ball, somebody's going to be wide open.
That's the other thing with 2K that's a problem is the way people play offense all together. And it's because of the fucking stage. The
5
stage,
out.
Yeah, the stage ruined a lot of that shit, because that's when people started, because on the stage, you'd have obviously only 3v3, you'd have 2 people in each corner and the point guard just spamming dribble moves at the top of the key, and if you help, one of the dudes in the corner and shoot. Then they started doing that shit on rec.
Yeah. 5 out, 2-3, the most boring way to play a basketball game.
Yeah, and then they started doing that shit in the 2K league, which made people think it was even more violent.
Having a play zone.
You said what?
We went 3 years without having a play zone.
Yeah. Because it took, for as irritating as defense is in 2K, because they always do it injusticely, right? Like, they always do it wrong, right? It's still rewarding to match up head up with somebody and test your skills versus A skills, like offense, defense, offense. If you can stay with somebody and hold them to like under 15, like, man, you good. Like, you straight. But we have to play zone because that's what everybody else is playing, and trying to play man is just, it's just null and void for real.
Also,
Like-
I need them to really fix how fast the ball moves, because that's part of the reason why that shit, like 5 out and shit in its zone, works. Because the ball doesn't move fast enough. They added bullet passer and then nerfed it because people complained about it.
And that's the whole point of a bullet pass. I mean, again,
Ball moving too fast. Like, oh wow, that's surprising. It's like he has on bullet passer or something.
an inanimate object that's controlled by professional athletes, of which we are in the game, right, is moving faster than a human body can, which, professional or not, a ball is going to move faster than an entire person. Like, we've all done that shell drill where we had to pass the ball around the court and whatnot, and to prove the point that the ball moves faster than we can, which is why help side was important and so on and so forth. It was to prove a point. And it's like, for them to nerf it and then to make it unviable, to make it a badge in the first place, is just baffling. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, that's why zones don't really work, because for one, there's always going to be somebody open. There's an opening in every zone: 2-3-3-2, 1-3-1, 2-2-1, 1-2-2. That whole shit. There's always an opening. There's always an opening, and because if you're playing against a good team who has great ball movement and great, off ball movement, you're not going to be able to stay in that zone. Like, I'm pretty sure I can vouch for everybody in here. There was no better feeling than when a team started out with a zone and they were forced to play man. There was no better feeling than that.
They thought they could beat you in zone. You done whoop their ass for a whole quarter. All right, go to man.
Right, they just in 2-3 out the gate. The next thing you know, y'all somebody running baseline to baseline, somebody setting a screen on one of the two top men or some shit like that. Then somebody cutting to the middle, something like that. The next thing you know, their coach all like, yeah, go ahead and get out that zone, run man. And that's like within the first quarter, sometimes within the first couple minutes, depending on who you're playing.
The coach is good and knows and can see that shit ain't gonna work. And
Yeah.
so after that first couple plays, timeout.
Run
I
man.
love when the team thought they was gonna play zone on us in high school. Oh my god.
Why are
Oh
the
my
fireworks
sweet
so
Jesus.
close?
I'm finna just post up. I'm finna post up on the left or right wing. I'm gonna force you to double me. And now my big is cutting down the middle, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Zones are easy to break, and 2K makes them so irritating to play against because the ball doesn't move fast enough.
I don't like that you can't have a real post game in 2K. And I'm not talking about from a big. I would love to make a guard and or a small forward that I can put at the elbow, post him up, turn around and shoot. You can't do that in 2K at all. Unless the other team is gonna play man and they gonna clear out when the nigga trying to, like, I want to be able to do shit like that. You can't do that in 2K because the contest that you get from niggas that ain't even in the play is annoying.
Yeah, Intimidator should not be a badge. Intimidator should not be a badge. I stand on that. That should not be a fucking badge.
So I want them to rework it. I think it should be a badge, but it shouldn't work on just standing there, because that was the biggest problem. Remember that you could stand there, not put your hands up, and still get a contest.
I don't think it should be a badge because it'd be bailing niggas out. Like, even without like the whole standing and shit like that, you like, even if they attempt to play defense, if I blow past you and you jump, it still counts, and it's stupid. Like, it should not be a badge. It should just be to me. And again, this is me thinking hooping wise. Your intimidator's based off your play, not off of a stupid badge. So, like, for instance, Gary Payton, terrifying to go against. You know why? Because he's playing defense. He's not going for none of the bullshit, and he's going to talk shit to you the whole time, which, makes it worse. Bay Area people, AB, looking at you.
Fucking vibes, nigga.
But he talking trash, but he's good. Like, that's the thing though. He's good at what he do. They get, like, you don't get the nickname the glove for nothing. You feel me? So I don't think Intimidator should be a badge, because it's just kind of like just giving you that Gary Payton-esque effect without even doing anything. It should, like, clamps should be more of a viable option, as well as pickpocket and so on and so forth. Intimidator should be a badge, because you can get that Intimidator shit just off pressing square once, or just jumping behind somebody and Intimidator will pop up.
I like how they more did it with this 2K, surprisingly, because they made it more for big men, and they left clamps as pretty much sort of Intimidator for guards. But like my whole thing behind it, why I'm cool with it still being a badge if they rework it, is like it shouldn't just be, oh, if you're standing there or if you jump at somebody. No, you should have to actually like force, like it should be, you have to create contact. It shouldn't boost the contact you create. If 2K somehow is going to pay attention to me, it shouldn't boost the contact being created. It should just boost the defense when the contact is created. That is the only thing that it should boost. Because it's like if you go in the paint on Shaq and Shaq body up with you, even as a guard or a big man, that should work then. It shouldn't just work because Shaq jumped somewhere. Just somewhere on the court, Shaq jumped and it scared you.
Shaq.
Not
No.
somewhere. It has to be. It has to be. If I jump with you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if you jump with them and it creates contact, intimidated. That's cool.
If I jump late, I should still get intimidated, but it's at a lesser degree. If I miss time to jump, then I don't deserve it, especially if your ratings are higher and your badges are higher.
Motherfuckers definitely. I'm not gonna lie. Even as a guard, I will say this: mismatch expert, fucking broken.
Has to be nerfed or has to be
Fucking broken, dog. I understand the principle of it. However, dog, I'm not shooting over a 7-footer at 6'3". I'm just not doing that.
I think it
Every
needs,
time, at least.
Not every time, dog. It's gonna be here and there, but I'm pretty sure y'all have seen it to 2K League, some of these 2K content creators. It's every possession, and it's a green damn near every time.
I'm gonna put it like this, bro. I think that badges have superseded ratings in this point, at this day and age, and that it shouldn't be that. Like they should complement your ratings. Like if I got a fucking 93 ball with Deadeye, I should be more lethal from when niggas is late on their closeout than if I got a 65 and I got Deadeye at Hall of Fame, bro. Like I think the badges have been almost a crutch to motherfuckers now, like to where it's like it rewards bad basketball because they know the badge is going to activate. So it's like, okay, how many badges can I get to activate in this move? Well, I'm gonna do that because like, bruh, you're rewarding bad play because motherfuckers are just bad at the game, and I'm not good at the game whatsoever, but I'd rather know, okay, I'm not getting bailed out by this fucking badge. I'm actually getting better at the game.
Sniper.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. Fuck that talk, AB.
Sniper.
If I'm gonna be real, bro, I feel like badges damn near shouldn't even matter when it comes to like, especially if you're playing something that's like ranked or those competitions where they have on the weekends and shit. Like like because badges kind of give it gives a weird advantage depending on your loadout. Like some people been having cheese ass loadouts with their badges, and it's like that's I don't know, bro. Like at the end of the day, niggas don't care what I'm talking about, bro. I'm just trying to make this shit actually more fun. Nigga.
I mean, you talking good shit though. You speaking good shit. I ain't gonna lie.
He reminded
I
me
don't mind. I don't mind the badges that unlock like extra things. Like if fucking Intimidator unlock a couple of extra like bump up animations or like contest animations, that would be cool. If Posterizer unlock different dunk animations where a nigga is jumping up with you, that'd be cool. If Ankle Breaker unlock different animations, that would be cool. But like the frequency shouldn't change. Like I don't know, bro. It's weird how they built that game.
And then claim that it's built from the ground up.
Right.
I'm trying to figure out where y'all put the ground at, because this shit seems like it's been the same for a minute.
I still want my fade because of the defensive stances. I ain't letting that shit go.
That's my fade. That is my fade. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want that solo piece because don't nobody remember that shit.
I remember you talking about it because I remember you being hyped about it. Because you're like, I'm gonna have Draymond Green defense.
And I was like, give me Gary.
Talking about people having Scottie Pippen. Yeah, we were talking about having Gary Payton.
I remember the article like it was yesterday. Play like your favorite defensive player with defensive stances swarm around the entire court like Draymond Green. Bro, I was excited. I was like, I'm making a 6'9", 6'8" power forward. I'm finna Draymond Green the shit out you niggas. That game came out, I got to scrolling. That was the first thing I went to. Where's it at? Where's it at?
Non-existent, brother.
I look it up. The article gone. I said, oh man. Oh, 2K. Oh,
Hit your ass with the flim flam.
Oh, niggas, I swear, I feel like most of the 2K creators don't even remember that was a fucking thing.
I will say though, AB reminded me of something. The thing that I think killed it for a lot of people this year for 2K was not just the rewards. Rewards were definitely number one. Not saying what I'm about to say is rewards is definitely. But also because they kept nerfing people's builds, you had people out here with builds that no one else could have ever again. You had people out here with that like day 1 5-9 build that was impossible to make ever.
Should have never been an option.
Unless you already pre-saved it, you could never make that build again. Like I remember I made on day 1 on PS4, not PS5, I made my 6'5" point guard. I can't make that build again. I don't know why. I didn't think other people were making that build. It's impossible to make that shit ever again. And I feel like that also kills it because you got all these people running around with literally unlockable builds. like you can't unlock these. They got the black silhouette on them. That's what they're running around with pretty much.
I was.
Got DLC builds.
Yeah, you got people out here with builds that you can't even pay for. They're not in the game anymore.
I will say this is just me defending my plight and my player build. I've been had a shot creator, a play shot. So get off my dick. I just want to let that be known because it seems like everybody complains about play shots, right? I'm not gonna say I'm a rare instance of a play shot because I'm a pass first point guard, which is why niggas like playing with me because I don't really give a fuck about scoring, right? It's nothing more infuriating than playing somebody and they're complaining about my build and I don't play like a regular play shot. Like I'm not taking a whole bunch of moving shots, doing like a whole bunch of extra shit. Like I'm trying to set up my team first. And everybody bitches about play shots and somehow my build be getting touched out of the blue and I'm like, I ain't even do nothing. Like literally ever since like 2K20 roughly, I've always had a play shot. Like 2K19 I had a slashing shot, which was fun as hell, and then I had my sharp shot, and then 20 I made my play shot. I've been making a play shot ever since because I like that balance of passing and shooting. Not even the dribbling because I don't even dribble that damn much. I'm an effective dribbler. I just leave it like that. I'm not a dribble head. I'm an effective dribbler. I get from point A to B. That's all I need to do. So I don't like how my build just be getting nerfed like Biggie was saying. That shit be pissing me off because one day bullet passers doing what it's supposed to do, right? The next day I'm throwing nothing but damn lob passes. All because y'all bitching about a build that's doing what it's supposed to do. Like if you want a build that can do nothing but dribble, just make a pure playmaker. I ain't gonna lie. That's just me though. That's just me though.
And they damn near need to damn near, bruh, like I'm not even gonna lie to you, they gotta low-key break them shits up even more, bruh, because I'm tired of a motherfucker being called thinking a playmaker is literally supposed to dribble. A playmaker is supposed to have damn near 20 assists, bruh.
Make plays.
Like a playmaker is supposed to set his guys up to make plays. Like you're supposed to dribble, but you're supposed to dribble to get to the lane, draw to, and kick out to the open man. Like
or you can see somebody back door and you hit them on the back door cut like niggas.
Exactly. You run the pick and roll and you hit the roll man with the pass that only he can get for an easy bucket. Like basketball is so simple, but 2K niggas make it so difficult, bro.
They do. They definitely do. Because, nigga, I think playmaker, I'm about to make plays. Motherfuckers think playmaker, I got to dribble half of the shot clock out. Like, nigga, what? Let me get here.
Because they mix playmaker up with shot creator. Because they think of Kyrie Irving. They think of Steph Curry. Allen Iverson. These are not playmakers. Kyrie is a shot creator. Allen Iverson is a shot creator.
Right.
Steph Curry is a not spot up. That nigga is a pure shooter.
That nigga's a sharp shot.
Nah, y'all got my nigga fucked up. That nigga Steph is a god, nigga. Steph is a god, bro.
Steph can make plays. So let me.
I'm not gonna let you get that out. Steph is not the primary playmaker.
Yeah, we not gonna slander the Finals MVP, man. Y'all got my nigga fucked up.
I'm pushing this narrative. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not saying that like he can't make plays. I'm not gonna say that.
That nigga was my point guard at one point. I can't do that. That nigga was KD point guard at one point. I can't do that. That nigga is definitely
he can make plays. I'm not saying like, oh, Steph Curry don't know how to pass ball. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying his primary
role is a shot creator.
How about that man is a shot creator or a pure shooter.
I will say you want a playmaker.
I wouldn't even. He's not a pure shooter, bro. He's literally a shot creator. It's just niggas get so encapsulated by his long threes that they don't watch Golden State games.
Do what he do.
This nigga Curry is one of the best finishers at the rim in the league, bro. Like the only person I say that finishes better than him at the rim is probably Kyrie. If we gonna keep it a buck,
Kyrie's finishing is bullshit, and I stand on that. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't never seen nobody with that soft of a touch off the glass. It's actually scary.
Go watch his Godfather, nigga. Shit, Rod Strickland. That nigga got the same type of finish. They got the same layup package, bro. The only difference is that Kyrie got more handle.
Yeah.
But layup package, it's the same exact package. But Curry is just as good at finishing at the rim as Kyrie. Kyrie just does it a lot fancier.
Kyrie can do it with both hands. Steph
can do it with both hands, bro. Trust me.
Yeah, if he's going off his left, he more goes to his floater than he does.
I will say though, if you're looking for a playmaker, dog, I mean,
just don't get the calls that Kyrie gets when he goes to the rim. If Steph does it up and under, and it's some contact, he not getting the and one. They just gonna watch that nigga fall. He gonna get up. He gonna run back on defense and complain.
I will say though, if you want a playmaker, you gotta look at Magic Johnson. That's a playmaker. You look at my personal favorite point guard, CP3, playmaker. Like dudes who set up their teammates. Like
John Wall, when he was hooping.
John Wall. I'm missing one more.
There's a couple. Jay Kidd, Jason Williams. They was playmakers for the niggas that's old heads. You know what I'm saying? Steve Nash for my old head niggas. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie. I was definitely thinking about Jay Williams. I just want to say white chocolate. I just want to say white chocolate.
But he got a name. He has a name.
I was like, he has a name. I was like, I know his nickname, but his real name's about to make me mad. I can't remember it.
Yeah, I got you. But fucking like, playmakers literally are there to set up everybody else to score, bro. Like they're not supposed to be able to give you 20 because they cross you to the floor, bro. Like, and if we're gonna be honest with you, even the niggas with the tightest handle do not cross people that frequently.
No, because that's not what they're there for,
bro. And it just wouldn't work. Like if you try to break a nigga that many times in one game, like. Let's see. Our top ball handlers in the league right now are what? Probably Kyrie, Curry, and who else? Maybe not necessarily
Darius Garland. Darius Garland.
Yeah, Darius Garland definitely got a package. Pause. God damn.
I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was gonna say nothing. I was gonna let it roll.
God, I heard myself like, oh my God, that was despicable.
My nigga AB said, nigga, shit about to be on YouTube and Spotify. Hold up.
BG is tough, bro.
Lord, they finna be on my ass, bro. They like, oh no, this nigga wildin'. But nah, bro, like them niggas got a nice little dribble package. So it's like, but even them niggas do not cross everybody. Like even Luka got one. Like he got that bitch on a sling too. Harden got a nice little handle, but you're not seeing these niggas like drop niggas like they might shift you, and that's the problem that I have with 2K. they don't have the animation to where you get shifted. They got the animation to where you get dropped. Cause niggas do get shifted a lot. Like you might jump to the left a little bit more than you supposed to off a crossover.
Yeah, you'll
and
bite
a nigga
on that
might get a
motherfucker.
little angle. Yeah, you'll bite on the crossover. They don't have those type of animations, which maybe they could do better at including those more for ankle breakers, as opposed to, you know,
Full out
or the
ball
one
falling.
where you cross a nigga and the crossover so fast that the nigga just stand there and you
Been
go
there.
past him. Like,
Been
you
there.
know, there's
Recently.
those too. Like niggas don't just always fall, bruh. And I think that's the problem with 2K is it's always an animation to where a nigga falls.
And the funny thing is, niggas who hooped and even watched niggas hoop, like even like we was talking about, like you mentioned like Ball's Life earlier, right? They're not always making people
Right.
fall. Sometimes that shift be nastier than somebody falling.
For real, White Iverson be getting niggas with that shit all the time, bruh. He's shifty as hell.
I'm saying you'll see somebody, he'll go right to left and back right, and Buddy will jump all the way to the left, like damn near to the sideline. He's all like, damn.
Looking dumb as hell. Like, oh, bro, fucked up.
You got everybody on the sideline making the dookie face, like, ooh.
Yeah.
Did he move you like
That's one of
that?
them ones where it's ooh.
Damn, I'm glad that wasn't me. Like, yeah, like, bro, like, that's what they need to do better at when it comes to that type of shit. Like, just balancing out the builds and, like, the defense. Because I take more pride in defense than offense. Maybe that's just me. But it feels better to shut somebody down a majority of the time, because then you in their head, they can do whatever you want, because then they can't play no defense because they busy worried about scoring.
Right.
Like, we've seen it happen, like, where somebody will get shut down, and in that whole game, their game is just off. They ain't playing no defense. They do blown right by them because they can't get their rhythm, and it's fun disrupting somebody's rhythm. I don't know. 2K just need to do better. Season 8, we don't really give a fuck about this. More so just a critiquing of 2K.
I don't expect them to change shit. Niggas just shoot around and then complain that saying that shit shouldn't happen or should happen. Niggas want to be playmakers, but really is trying to be shot creators. Don't even know what a shot creator's job is to do, because it's literally just in the name to create a shot, not to break ankles. Your job is to just get enough space to shoot the ball.
We definitely not gonna let go of the fact that niggas was a whole phrase came out. What was that? 2K20 pick and roll spam.
Mm-hmm.
The basic basketball 101 play that you ever learn in organized basketball is the pick and roll.
Really the first.
The problem is that niggas didn't know how to guard a pick and roll. There's only, as a ball handler, as the person guarding the ball handler, there's only two things you can do. You can go over. Well, there's three things you can do. Go over, go under, or switch.
Done.
As the big, you either hedge, soft hedge, hard hedge, show, which is showing you soft hedge, hard hedge.
Put your hand up real quick and then switch. Yeah,
that's all you do. Like, that's all you can really do, bro.
and it's funny because you can stop a pick and roll. Only people who are really good at it, like, you know, I almost said RIP, he ain't dead, but like Dwayne Wade and shit like that, who was lethal with the pick and roll and shit like that. Chris Paul, obviously dumb with the pick and roll. Like, folks like that, yeah, it's difficult, but the average person's pick and roll is not going to be that solid for real. Like, they're just going to dance around the screen. They're not looking to set up an offense, so it's easy to stop.
Also, the problem with 2K's pick and rolls isn't like when
Is
it's
the
a
vacuum
roll.
screens.
No, not even just that. Cause like when like we'll play rec and Woo knows, like we'll play rec and I don't see a screen and he don't even go over the screen because he know I'm on the other.
Yep.
The problem is when you get niggas on 2K, like, all right, let's set 2 sets of screens just to make sure somebody hits something.
That is irritating. Yeah.
That is where the problem comes in. Because just the first screen ain't that hard. If you're complaining about getting over one screen, I don't know what to tell you, big dog.
They was definitely doing that, though.
On the court, there's 5 niggas on the court. You complain about one dude holding his nuts and the other dude running around the screen.
I remember vividly. I think that Rambo actually got a damn message from somebody talking about us doing the pick and roll. He said we're pick and roll spamming, and I'm like, you couldn't stop it. And I don't do what regular niggas do on 2K and just dribble around the screen. As soon as I see Buddy get hit by that screen, I'm gone.
Facts.
Behind the screen to try to get a
that's the thing is that they play to the meta of 2K where y'all actually playing basketball.
Yeah.
And that's the real problem is that 2K doesn't reward basketball. It rewards fuckery. If it rewarded basketball more, niggas would actually learn like 2K should be in a place to where it wants people that play 2K to get better basketball IQs and be able to go out and, if not recognize some of the more intricate things about basketball. Like you should, if you're good at 2K, you should be able to play basketball like legit on the court.
Yep.
Yeah.
My biggest thing is because I do agree with your point. My problem only is the closest game we got to that was 2K19, and that was because we had hand down, man down. That
was the best thing ever.
You literally, if you don't put your hand up and I shoot this three, I've elevated over you. This is an open shot. And then people complained that were like 6'2" point guards trying to guard the 7 foot fucking stretches, 6'10" shot creating stretches, complaining that they getting shot over. Like, bro, you're a point guard. You have no chance of elevating with him.
That's the point. It's called a mismatch. It's called a mismatch.
For
a
reason.
What I really want them to do with mismatch expert is rework that badge so that for smaller players, you're easier able, because I think we talked about this. Smaller players, you can blow by larger players.
Yeah.
They can't stay with you. But larger players, you can shoot. Oh, like if a point guard switches onto you, that's an open shot.
Like we seen when Curry put Rudy on skates. That's what a mismatch looks like.
I'll say mismatch expert for point guard should not be, oh, I'm able to shoot over Rudy Gobert. Like, no.
No, nigga, you blow right by him. Like we seen what it looks like if Shaq gets a guard in the paint. Nigga, that is lunch. That's breakfast, actually. That ain't even lunch. That's breakfast.
Nigga, that is that's damn near all expenses paid full course meal buffet, bro. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like you dream, like as a big man, you dream of having somebody short on you, and as a guard, you want somebody taller than you to guard you because you're like, oh, you can't guard me laterally. Like you just can't, nigga. That's just physics. That's just physics.
Bro, I cannot imagine Curry trying to guard Shaq, bro.
You wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want to see that shit.
Oh my god.
I
would be so upset, bro.
That's abuse. That's abuse.
Cause you sitting there.
I wouldn't want to watch that shit no more.
You're gonna be sitting there mad, but ain't shit you can do about it.
Shaq got 40 in the first quarter.
God damn.
You wouldn't want that.
That's when the nigga gonna turn the TV off. Like enough is enough, bro.
This nigga just gonna go to bed. Like I already know how this going.
This nigga AB gonna look like old boy from Rocky. Throw it in the damn towel.
You fucking right, bro. Like that's not fair. But also, on the other end, imagine Shaq trying to guard Curry out or Kyrie out in the. Oh my god!
I'm not gonna lie.
Like,
Shaq trying to guard Curry. Yeah, if I say Shaq trying to guard any one of them would be just terrifying because he's admitted he couldn't play defense on little guards like that. Like. You can't. You're big.
So your feet don't work like that.
Yeah, you're literally further away from the ground, so you don't have that lateral movement and shit like that.
Motherfuckers is gonna be shifting him. He is gonna be in the left corner while they at the top of the key.
Bucket.
Like that badge should not work. Where Steph Curry got Shaq on him, and just looks him in the eye
and shoots it. And I remember when we was playing this year, you had to tell me to do it because I was so used to like.
Yeah, I'm like, when you take that screen, as soon as that big man on, you just shoot it.
And sure as shit, I started shooting that shit. Green. I'm like, what? This badge is fucking stupid. This badge is stupid.
That's another one of the reasons how I know that development team has nobody that's ever actually played basketball. Because it takes one nigga that's ever played basketball to tell you that's not how that shit works.
At all.
It's not, because if anything, when you get that mismatch, the first thing that people do, like as a guard, you dribble that hoe out as soon as you see big man's on you.
You dribble that hoe out, everybody space
clear
the
out.
Floor, give space.
I want this.
Work. And if this nigga sagging off, then it's a bucket. But
I'm pulling that.
If he come try to play up close, I'm blowing right past this nigga.
Yeah, like if Kyrie got fucking fucking what's his name, Hassan Whiteside on him for some reason and get switched on to him.
Oh my God.
Immediately they clearing out.
Niggas is running to the bench at that point. Just nah.
Immediately they clearing out. And as the other team, you was hoping that that never happens again. Because at that point, like, no, you can't stay on him.
He about to be on ESPN for all the wrong reasons at that point.
And if Kyrie get Hassan on him, he not gonna be like, oh yeah, let me just now shoot it right in his face. No. He said gonna back it up, clear it out. If he on sag off, then you shoot. If he don't sag off knee up on you, Kyrie is going to have that nigga touching the floor.
Yep. Or he gonna have his ass stuck. He be like, you move too fast. Nah, go ahead and take that layup. Take them 2 points, bro. You got it.
He's gonna let him have it at that point. Because at that point, you try to play too hard as a big, you're gonna catch a foul. And it's gonna be an and 1.
With that finished package, yep. Yep. I will say, speaking of all games that's pissing us off, 2K do better and shit like that, right? When's the last time that y'all genuinely raged at a game? And I mean like fully pissed off.
Hey,
like, oh damn. Damn. AB?
I don't know, bro. It's been like I don't play games no more that'll piss me off, bro. If I'm gonna be real with you, like I really can't think of it right now. What pissed me off? I don't know, bro. I really don't know. I have to think about it. It was probably a single player game, if anything, though. Like multiplayer games don't piss me off because as soon as that shit start to irritate me, I'm hopping off that bitch. I refuse to let games like, you know what I mean, piss me off that much. But if it's something to where it's acting hella dumb, I'm, you know, but I don't know what it is probably yet. I'd have to get back to you on that one, bro.
Damn. So B, Apex, I want to hear yours. I want to hear the story.
You should already know why. This last season, the start of this last season, I'm not gonna lie. You can ask Rambo. If Apex didn't get their shit together this split, I was just about to be playing Overwatch. That was gonna be the plan of just strictly Overwatch. I was not gonna be playing this game because this last season of them trying to cater to people that for some reason want to play super competitive but aren't really good at the game. Like you trying to play in league type ranked matches, but you have never tried out for a team, nor would you ever make the team. Makes no sense. That shit was so annoying being in a gold lobby and being on the 4th round and 10 teams are left. Like, why are there still 10 teams, bro? This circle is literally one point of interest. I'm just in the middle of a state with 10 teams. Why?
Wow.
And like that was my biggest thing, like catering to all the people, because it's not like on a lot of other games where they cater to the sweatiest part of the community or to the most casual part of the community.
Right.
It was a lot of people in the middle or just below, just a little bit below average, where it's like, bro, you acting like you were good enough to really be in these lobbies. Because like all the people, like you see them on TikTok, it's like, well, this actually shows you know your skill and everything. You mean me sitting in a corner waiting for 7 teams left so I can finally get some RP? that shows me skill. Not me, you know, not when the season before when I could drop 15 kills in the game, you know, and you know wipe pretty much a lobby and you know get a lot of RP. No, that didn't show skill. No, that was no skill involved. Killing 15 people, anybody can do that.
Yeah, anybody can do it. Get a 20 bomb 4K.
Yeah, you know, me having almost 3K damage, yeah, anybody can do that. That's not that hard. But me sitting in the fucking corner for 30 minutes, hoping that people die and I didn't have to kill them.
I hear the attitude. I hear the attitude come from Biggie, and this is great.
Bro, like having to sit in the corner like a pacifist and first-person shooter. No, hey, AB, this is the whole thing. I am sitting in a corner in a first-person shooter, a battle royale first-person shooter at that, where I'm supposed to get kills, and I'm not getting it because if I go out there and shoot somebody, the game's over for me. Because everybody else has just been waiting for this moment. Everybody else is sitting in corners waiting for someone to pop the first shot. Like that shit was so like I get it if you're in the like top tier lobbies, like you're in like Pred lobbies, Masters lobbies, those are like the top 5%,
Something like that.
players.
Yeah, something like
get
that.
You were in the top 5 percentile. Y'all are supposed to be playing. I get it. I am in gold, bro. Like the highest I've gotten is diamond so far. I honestly, if I'm being honest with myself, and I put myself down, I think I can hit masters. But the highest I've gotten is diamond. And most of the people that were complaining about last split, I promise you, didn't even get past plat. Talking about this is the easiest ranked season yet, but never hit anything higher than plat. Or the people that were posting screenshots talking about, man, it's so easy to hit masters. I did it without getting a single kill, but you see it took them like almost 300 games to do it.
Yeah, it took them some dumb amount of games to do it.
Versus the person that was actually good at the game and it took them 90. Like, you ain't doing nothing but showing that, yes, you can make it to masters however you want to play, which is how a rank should work. You should be able to go up in the ranks however the fuck you feel like it. Shouldn't be only one way to play it. That shit had me pissed off. I would not play that.
Anything else you want to get off your chest, B? Because it sounds like you got a lot on your mind, bro. Sound like this Apex thing kind of.
It's just me talking about that part of the first split of Apex is getting me back annoyed. But I'm not gonna lie, I've been having fun this week. And the reason why is because my first game, I think I told you earlier, or I told Rambo earlier. My first game of rank this season, or this split, I was like, it's the end of the first round, and there's only 7 teams left in a gold lobby. That's nice, because before there'd be 14 fucking teams left.
I can deal with that.
Which means that people are actually splitting up, and then Sabrina let me know that people are already pred. I'm like, that's even better, because that means they're actually going to be able to go against other preds, because it's easier to hit it. Put them against their own fucking ranks instead of putting pred players in platinum lobbies and gold lobbies.
Yeah, after this, I'm probably gonna play some Apex while I'm bullshitting. But all right, Rambo, what's your story about Sifu, brother? So I want to hear this shit.
Oh, Sifu pissed me off within the first day of playing. I deleted it, re-downloaded it in 15 minutes.
That nigga had some Stockholm syndrome, boy.
It pissed me smooth the fuck off. But I loved it and I deleted it. And then I re-downloaded it. That, man, listen. Nigga wouldn't die. Nigga was beating me with a bamboo stick. Beating straight smithereens out of me with a bamboo stick. I couldn't take it. I raged and deleted it.
He said I couldn't take it.
Couldn't, bro. Couldn't. And then I found out I didn't pay attention to the tutorial like I should have. I felt like a dumbass.
You try to go in naked and got beasted?
Nah, I did the tutorial, but I didn't really take the tutorial seriously enough. The tutorial, what motherfuckers didn't realize when that game first came out, is the tutorial told you how to beat every single boss. The only boss that didn't tell you how to beat was the
last one.
Boss. But it told you how to beat every other single boss. Most niggas just flew through that shit and didn't pay attention to it.
Well, damn. I'm not gonna lie. The last game where like I have like a 1A 1B. My 1A is NFL Street, the very first one. Y'all don't know. I did a walkthrough on that shit. It's on the channel. Woozle the walkthroughs. Dig what I'm saying. We're literally one sub away from hitting that 100, by the way. So go ahead, that sub button. Stop playing with me. It's difficult to go back and play some of these old games that I grew up, that actually most of us probably grew up playing in some way, shape, or capacity, right? Because them games literally cheated. We say games cheat now. Oh, no. We just having a bad game, or we just fucked up. Them games literally cheated. Like, the fact that you would do a move and to start taunting, it didn't get like maybe half of your game breaker. Meanwhile, the computer does the same shit and does a move like a juke or a stiff arm and gets a full game breaker was baffling. Like, that game pissed me off. And then my 1B would be none other than Spartan Total Warrior. I've actually raged. That's back when I was with my dog Oscar. Shout out to Oscar. I was screaming playing that game at one point. Fuck you, Biggie. That's definitely my 1A, 1B, because that game just wasn't fun because you got hit by everything. People would hit through your swings and whatnot. There was no hit stun whatsoever. Like literally, most of my rage games just came from the walkthrough channel. I'm not gonna lie. Like 2K pissed me off, right? But yeah,
that's a given. 2K pisses everybody off.
Yeah, so that was not as interesting. What was it? Siege never really pissed me off. I laughed at that. Apex, it just irritates me. I'll get off. 2K, it is whatever. Me punching the table playing 2K doesn't really count because I had some underlying shit going on that I couldn't figure out. But the Spartan Total Warrior, I'm not gonna lie, that actually might be my 1A. The NFL Street might be my 1B. The strong third though would be NFL Street 3, and that's because my controller at the time kept on disconnecting. Actually ended up A-Town stomping that controller. It's a whole gift now.
Hey, Biggie, I sense a lot of cap in his rap, man.
What's the first one that you...
NBA Live and Need for fucking Speed.
Oh, I said recently.
Recent.
I said recent.
Don't none of them touch neither one of those.
Yeah, but
the way you A-Town stomped your controller after NBA Live was nuts.
Oh, I didn't stomp it. I threw it.
You know, he chucked his controller so hard he broke his headset, which made no sense to me. That shit made no sense to me.
You know what? Hold up, because it's actually
They got you fucked up, boo.
Oh no, they ain't bullshit. I legit got that pissed off at this game right here. So if y'all watching the video version of the podcast, I'm about to go ahead and skip it, because what happened was I was playing live, and we know that game is stupid animation based, right? Like can animations, the whole shebang. I tried doing a move and it just would not come out, and I was doing like the little shit where you like take on your friends' courts and shit like that. So this is basically what happened. And for those of y'all, the homies who are in the Discord, this AB, I don't think you've seen this, but Biggie and Rambo did, so fuck them. This is basically what happened. So for the life of me, my move just wasn't happening. You were talking about like how you can play defense, right? The computer was catching up to me and it made no sense. I get the ball immediately ripped from me and I couldn't do nothing. Then I get dunked on. I proceed to throw my controller, smash that bitch, and throw my headset. And my headset was shattered into pieces. Now it's Astro 810s, which were hard to break. I broke something that was difficult to break. And my controller was, yeah, it was fucked at that point. So I had to use my iPhone headphones at the time. Yeah, it was, damn, I was thin. But
my nigga was sick.
I was mad. Oh, I was pissed. I was beyond mad after that shit, because I had to get a whole new headset after that. No, actually, I didn't get a new headset. I just kept on using the same headphones for like a hot minute. But yeah, that basically happened. But those like my all-time ones. But recently, it's all my walkthrough shit. Because Spartan, I was literally yelling trying to play that game. And NFL Street, my controller didn't work, so I ended up stomping it out. And NFL Street, that game overtly cheats. And a Crash Bandicoot can just eat a dick, because my depth perception is not what it used to be.
Oh no, that's a fuck Crash Bandicoot with the sickest of man. Listen, oh, that game pisses me off so much.
That game was beyond. But let's go ahead and do the games, the gaming deals and whatnot. So for the month of July, and I'm not gonna lie, Xbox, y'all get a banger. Y'all heard me talk about this be one of the best stress relieving games out on the market for real. So for games to go for July, what y'all get, you get Beast, I don't know how to say this, but Relicta, dumbass name for a game, and you get Thrillville off the rails. That Thrillville.
No. Where my Xbox?
Yep. Go ahead, go get that. You get the Thrillville from July 1st to July 15th. Beast, July, well, actually, the whole month of July. Relicta will be available July 16th to August 15th. And you get also Torchlight from July 16th to July 31st. But go download that Thrillville. I call it Thrillville because that game is beyond relaxing and just so much goddamn fun. I love that damn game. Actually, it was like one of the games I have on my PSP, I have it on my PlayStation 2, and I have it now on my Xbox and also on my PC. I have that game on like 4 different platforms, so that's how you know I like that shit. For PlayStation, your PS Plus games, you get Crash Bandicoot 4. So I just save money. look at God. You get Dark Pictures, Man of Medan, and you also get Arcadegeddon. I don't know what Arcadegeddon is, but I'm going to actually check it out because it's free.
Don't.
Oh, why it's ass?
I played that game when it first dropped. It's not. No.
Well,
it's
looks
not
like
that it's ass, but it's a looter shooter where you don't get to keep the loot.
huh?
Wait,
So
Huh?
yeah, so it's level based. So like you could do, let's say you do a level, you get loot at the end of that level or during the level. You take that level that with those weapons into next two. So it's a continuous looter shooter until you die, and then it's over.
You start over.
That game can suck my dick.
So it's like
It's not a bad game. Like the game is cool.
You know what game it sounds like? It sounds like this game I played called Let It Die.
Yeah, they should have let Armageddon die.
It
Let that whole concept die.
It sounds like Let It Die because I played like it sounds familiar because I played that game. It was like the same concept except Let It Die was like heavily microtransaction based. I ended up finding out. Yeah, they can keep that shit. But AB, last little parting gift. You know what I'm saying that I want you to give to the people, right? You the local producer, you dig what I'm saying? We bumping your shit right now on the podcast, you dig? I want to know because you do this game and shit as well a little bit. What is your favorite in-game soundtrack?
We going original soundtrack, or are we talking about like, because you know there's two different types of soundtrack. There's an original soundtrack, and then there's the soundtrack like with 2K and them.
Okay, I'll say original soundtrack. That way you can't use GTA and shit like that. 'Cause that'd be cheating. That'd be GTA San Andreas.
Yeah, that's why I want to clarify. There's a couple, bruh. I could give you.
What are your top five?
I could give you I'll give you a top three.
All right.
Because if I go five, it's gonna be a couple of them that's tied for like fourth and fifth, and it's like a 5-way tie at 5. But for my top three, the ones that I say I'll go and listen to the most is gonna be Chrono Trigger. The second would be Persona 5, because that game is that the music on that game is fucking fire, bro.
Rambo speaks highly of it. Rambo speaks highly of it.
Music sounded good. I'm just saying I'm not gonna play that damn game.
Right, shit.
Bruh. Oh, you bugging. That game fire.
Thank you.
And then number 3, of course, is Final Fantasy 7, bro. That's also one of my shits. Like I just love the way that that shit just fit. Like every song on that game, like not even just the remake, but even the original, like every song that when you was in a certain level, it just fit, bro. Like when when their fanfare come on, you really feel like you won some shit. When it's a battle theme, nigga, you feel like you finna get it cracking. Like it's, yeah, man. Them my three for sure.
All right, you know what's funny though? Talking about nigga AB, you can really tell this nigga from the Bay for real, because I swear on everything I love, all the niggas I talk to from East Coast, West Coast, South Side, the whole shebang, nobody says cracking like the people from Cali. I swear to God. I swear. Only people I ever hear say get it cracking. Only people.
Yeah, we get it cracking, popping. It's lit, nigga. Like, I mean, you know, one thing as a nigga from the Bay, bro, like, I done heard it all. And the funny thing is like, I'm a Bay Area nigga through and through, but even my dialect and the way that I speak is not like a real in the trenches ass Bay ass nigga. Like, I still talk like a regular person, or I shouldn't say that.
I know what you're saying. I
still talk like the rest of the country, low key, because of like, you feel me? I didn't grow up around, or I grew up in around it, but not in it. So right. I didn't really, you know what I mean? And to be real, if we really gonna be real, the stereotypical Bay Area lingo come from a lot of Oakland niggas. Like, Oakland and San Francisco, the trendsetters in the Bay, and Richmond. I'll give them that. Vallejo, somewhat. Like, them the real trendsetters when it comes to the Bay. But, like, when people think of how Bay Area niggas act and speak, they either thinking of San Francisco, Oakland, or Richmond.
Talk that talk, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. Like, nigga, yeah, niggas was calling niggas peas before Gunna and them even made a song, nigga. I used to get caught that shit walking down the street, nigga, from my job, because that's where the Blade was, and that's where all the pimps call each other, nigga. What's up, P? And be like, nigga, I'm coolin', and I don't want to deal with your 304 today. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a trick, nigga. I'm to the crib, bro.
I will say, speaking of slang and things like that, because that just reminded me of something. I remember when I first started hearing like ratchet, like in a new age term, I was so confused because I thought niggas was talking about pistols the whole time. Swear to God.
Yeah.
Because that's what it was called when I was like younger, like, you know, you told them to ratchet.
Yeah.
So like that's
Grab
what
the
I
ratchet.
heard. Yeah. So when niggas talking about that shit with females, I was like, huh?
You know what? But that's some down south shit that we took in the Bay, but our dumb asses used to call it racket. So we used to say, oh, you racket as fuck. But and then we, you know, it took some time niggas to really realize like we were saying it wrong. Like, oh shit, that's crazy as hell. But then, like, one thing, I was just talking to one of my coworkers with it, and he was like, man, I was with one of my partners from down south, and he was like, oh, nigga, you got the boozy fade. And he was like, nigga, what? Because out here, saying boozy is kind of like saying booty.
Yeah.
If you say something booty, that means you saying the nigga shit whack. So it's like, nigga, what you mean my fade booty? Nigga, you got me fucked up.
Bro.
Like, it's been hella shit that I've had to explain to like hella people when I was living in Tennessee. I used to be like, oh, that shit manny as fuck. And they'd be like, bro, what does manny mean?
I heard
And
that
I
a
was
lot. I heard that shit a lot.
Bruh, and it's like a breakdown of that is like when something is crazy, but it's not like hella crazy, but it's crazy as fuck though. Like it's unorthodox in a motherfucker. So
Basically.
It's like, nigga, that shit manny as fuck, bro. Like for example, how that bitch threw the McDonald's when he didn't have enough for the kids. Like, bitch, you manny as fuck. What type of weird shit you on? You just gonna throw all the food so nobody can eat? Weird ass bitch.
Basically. Literally, basically. That shit just funny because like I ain't gonna lie, some of the shit that I be hearing, I be feeling like the Mr. Krabs meme where he's like looking around all confused. Because I've heard like said for like one way forever, right? For years.
Right.
And then next thing I know, we get to now is changed. Like ratchet was one of them. Blew my fucking mind. Weak was one of them. You told somebody they shit was weak. That was not a compliment.
Right.
Now it's like, oh, I'm weak. That means it's fun. It's like, oh, okay. Had to keep up to that shit now, or whatever, right? Like for years, I never thought that tight would have ever went out the window as far as like slang. Now if somebody says that shit, I ain't gonna lie. Even at 27, I look at them like they're ancient. And I'm
But
like,
nigga, nowadays when niggas say tight, especially shout out to my New York niggas, that mean they hot. That mean they mad. Like my New York
Yeah, you
niggas
got me
be like,
tight.
man, this shit got me tight. I'm like, wait, what?
bro,
That shit's tight. I'm just like, excuse me?
bro, like
Yeah,
that shit be blowing my mind now. Cause even I'll even put it into like this perspective too. Like even like in the like the weightlifting world, like bodybuilder shit like that, right? Gear for me, I've been saying I'm gonna get some new gear, some new clothes, whatever. That means my shit. Gear in the weightlifting world means like, you know, some form of steroids or like performance enhancements and shit like that. That's what gear means. So when I heard that, I'm like, so you getting new clothes? And then there's like, no, he's on gear. So I'm like, so he's on some new clothing brand or like, nah, he's just on that shit. I'm like, oh, why don't you just say that? I hate
on that shit.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm so sick of some of this slang, dog. I can't keep up. I can't.
Hey, Woo, that's how you know he getting old, bro.
Bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. When I heard
What
ratchet,
you said, Biggie? I ain't hear what you said. What you said?
Old ass niggas.
That's crazy. Wow.
speaking of which, oh hold up. Hold up. I gotta ask you this question, AB. I gotta ask you this question, right? So I was telling Biggie about this. I was like, I don't know what it is, but somebody call you a little ass nigga, that seemed to hurt a little bit more than being called a bitch ass nigga in some instances. I don't know how or why, but if somebody look at somebody and call him a little ass nigga, that shit just is demeaning.
I just tell a nigga free your bitch and keep it pushing.
That one might hurt worse.
Yeah, free your bitch, nigga. You tell a nigga that, just keep it moving. You be prepared for fisticuffs though, cause that shit will hurt some feelings.
I ain't gonna lie. If you say that, look a nigga up and down and say that though, and you know the look I'm talking about. If you look a nigga up and down and say that shit, oh yeah, he's hurting.
All you gotta do is look him up and down, say, nigga, free your bitch. Shout out my nigga Larry June. I just been hitting niggas with that nigga quotes. Don't check me, check your temperature.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna steal that.
I heard that from Tech. I'm not gonna lie. I heard that from Tech 9.
Also, since I'm going back, I just want to say, Rambo, just like in old nigga fashion, you feel disrespected and tried to kick me out. It's crazy.
I be feeling old, dog. I don't like the new slang. I don't.
You niggas need to go hell in the cell 1v1 right now, bro. Just like the Taker, man. Like this is some Undertaker Mankind vibes I'm getting right now, man. Y'all might as well go 1v1 in the hell in the cell, man. No DQs, bro.
No DQs is crazy.
I am a professional annoyer.
That nigga is stupid.
He ain't lying. That nigga Biggie aggravate the fuck out of me. And the fucked up part is sometimes, actually, majority of the time, he don't even be trying. It just
Sure don't.
Just irritate the fuck out of me.
Shut up.
I swear, I'm like, nigga. Oh.
What is me minding my business, bro?
Oh man, that shit funny, but I think that's a good place to wrap it all up. Biggie, got you any closing statements or anything like that?
I'm joking. Happy to be here. Glad to talk game.
I say this nigga eat ass.
Look at the young nigga can't control himself.
Look at the old nigga getting in the young nigga business.
You got a car yet?
Look at the old nigga getting in the young nigga business.
Hold on. Which one of you niggas need WD-40, boy?
Nah, it's a new chair, man.
Gotta break it in.
Yeah.
I was like, I heard that shit go.
I like how he caught that. Hold up. Fuck the outro. Who need WD-40?
Definitely hate this shit. This shit new as hell.
You know what it is? It sounds like that chair Wings used to have, nigga. That chair squeak compilation, bro.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh shit.
Glad to be here. I ain't really got much going on besides go to my TikTok, Real That Boy Biggie. I'm about to be posting even more on there. That shit is fun, and it looks like I'm seeing some type of that's what I got going on.
TikTok really the move, high key though. Rambo, closing statement.
Fuck that nigga Biggie.
Old nigga over here disrespecting me because he felt disrespected. Crazy, just like old nigga.
I swear. And you do know I see you in 2 weeks, right?
And I will continue to troll. You acting like I won't real dap you up and be like, what's good, old nigga?
When I see you, I'ma see you. You know what I'm saying? Astro backpack and all.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
This shit
But,
getting wild.
We out here, man. DreamCon finna be lit. Shout out to AB for pulling up, man. It was better than your pod ethos.
Damn.
Come back and prove me wrong, nigga.
Don't you start no bullshit. Don't you start no bullshit.
Hey, don't you fuck up the church's money. Don't you fuck up the church's money, man. What's going on here?
I'm starting bullshit.
Damn, y'all talking about the nigga who contracted him. I got contractual obligations. I'm just gonna say, because he know I instigate shit.
He ain't lying. That nigga AB the prime example of, see, now if that was me, I wouldn't allow that type of disrespect and then just walk away.
Me personally, I couldn't lie.
I don't know about I don't know how y'all get down, but I'm gonna keep it real. If it was me, I wouldn't go like that, bro. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. I don't know about you though. That might be you. If that's you, that's cool. If that's you, that's cool. You like it, I love it. But me personally, I don't tolerate that type of shit.
Like, I really swing on that nigga if that was me. Like, that shit crazy.
If it was me,
see, but you can't see the art. I ain't even gonna lie to you. The art of doing that is to make it so whatever you do, the attention doesn't get drawn on you. Because then you got to stand on that. And And a nigga like me, I don't mind standing on it, but I'm trying to instigate it because I'd rather be, a viewer than a participant.
This
So you
nigga
gotta say
AB has an
shit like-
entire game plan, and this nigga is hilarious, yo.
I'm telling
You gotta
bro,
always have an exit plan. You know what I'm saying?
you always gotta have it like planned out to where it's like, yo, like I'm gonna keep it real, bro. He kind of bitching you right now. Like I don't know what you gonna do, but I'm gonna keep it real. Like if I was you, I wouldn't stand for that shit. Like you gotta stand on your own 2 feet. You a man, right?
You a man at the end of the day.
that's right.
Hey, no, that's how you get them. Like you a man, right? All right.
Do you like
from
it?
here?
Do you
You
like
from
it? I
here?
love it. It's crazy though, because I definitely be saying that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh,
From
I'm
here?
telling
Personally,
you,
though, if I
Damn, bro,
was
you
you,
from here? You let him
I
talk to you?
wouldn't let him talk to me like that. He ain't even from here.
I
Like,
wouldn't.
he don't even stay here.
The go-to for me was always I wouldn't take that if I was you, and just duck my head down, just keep walking.
That shit happened
mine
to me,
was
though.
like, why you letting that nigga talk to you like he your daddy, bruh?
Hey yo,
No, that's investigating.
That's
that
top
shit.
tier. That's top
that
tier.
nigga AB's a goat, bro.
That's investigating that shit. Man, you let him
You
talk.
got it.
I don't even,
You
my
always
own
got-
daddy
you
don't
gotta
talk to me
attack a
like
nigga.
that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, bruh. That nigga on you like he run you or something, my nigga. You can't let that nigga talk to you like that, bruh.
Or you know, that nigga just take off on him.
And then them niggas always get mad at you, and you be like, bro, I'm on your side. Like I ain't got no dog in this fight. I'm just saying that nigga shouldn't be talking to you like that. Like he got you fucked up, bro.
Don't he? Don't he? You get mad at me, you should be mad at him.
That nigga say you
know
gonna
that
ride
aggression
with
on
me?
me,
Nah,
right
I ain't
there.
say all that.
That shit crazy. Saying that nigga think he your daddy is crazy. That's hitting the ego immediately. We all know the male ego is fragile than a bitch. That nigga's about to kill him now.
I ain't gonna lie. One of these days we're gonna have to really have that conversation of why the male ego is so fragile.
We don't need to.
Yeah, we need to have that conversation.
We don't, because it's very obvious.
That nigga funny.
Shit is fragile than a bitch. I know mine is a little bit more stable than it used to be. It used to be glass. It's at least plastic now, so you know.
For real plastic, but plastic.
Hey, nigga, it's at least the plastic that, you know, remember the old, what was them joints? The gummy headphones back in like 2008? It's that plastic, hard than a bitch, but it's still plastic. It can still be crumpled. I be having to check myself like, ooh, hold up. That didn't hurt. I'm cool.
Some of these niggas is built like a
My
bad
shit.
dispenser.
It depend, bro. It depend on who it come from, to be real with you. Cause some shit I really laugh in your fucking face. Like, bitch, you thought. And then it'd be other shit where I'd be like, ooh, that shit kind of. Hold on, wait a minute.
That shit kinda deep.
Like, when it comes from somebody you respect. you
I
go,
ain't
"Ooh."
gonna lie. My mom's, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That shit will shatter me.
Like when your mom tell you, no, I'm not mad.
I'm just disappointed. I'm at 27 years old. If I ever heard either one of my parents say that right now, I guarantee I'm gonna just be a bitch.
He's just gonna be sitting in his room with the lights off, thinking about what he did.
Bro, I'll go to my parents' house, sit in my old room in the dark, have my head down.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Bro, I can get slandered. I can get slandered by any and anyone to be okay. But them, oh yeah, that shit cut deep. My old lady now, she knows what buttons to push, and it be irritating as fuck.
Enjoy that.
Yeah, I really can't, because like I said, we had the same exact goddamn birthday and shit like that. And the fucked up part is I know how to piss her off. She knows how to piss me off. So it's like,
Oh no, that's toxic.
it's not.
Your birthday with your girl, you bugging.
Oh, the
That's what you're not doing.
The exact same day, and what makes it even worse, dog, we know when we're gaslighting each other, like just to fuck with each other, like we'll do it on purpose.
Oh no, y'all niggas
I
toxic.
can't date a girl that's the same sign as me, bro. I can't do it.
Goddamn Aquarius.
That's crazy.
For real, bro. I can't do it, bro. Like Aquarius women get on like, man. I mean, women love me, but Aquarius women, bro, I just can't do it. I'm cool. That's too. They be getting on my fucking nerves. I be like, yeah, nah, fuck you, bro. I'm cool.
He said, yeah, nah, fuck you, bro. I just think it's funny. I'm a damn Virgo, and everyone on me like, oh, you must be just so toxic. I'm like, I'm really not. I'm just nonchalant. I just don't care about a lot, and you'll know because I'll probably tell you I don't care. It's like if that's toxic, then I guess I'm toxic. But I just don't put value on a lot of shit y'all put value on. That's why celebrity drama just doesn't interest me at all.
Don't at
That
all.
shit kills me. I ain't gonna lie. That shit
I
crazy.
think that's a man. That thing might be a man thing. I don't really care until it's jokes on the timeline, bro. Like that's the only thing I care about. Like I don't give a fuck about who fucking who, what's going on with what.
Shit,
But when
not
it's
give me
jokes
no
on the
more.
timeline, oh nigga, I'm in.
Hey, it's like that one shit. Does it present opportunity for me? Does it got any money for me? Then I don't give a fuck.
Well, so me caring about what's going on in a famous nigga life has no effect on my cash,
Caring about a millionaire's lifestyle. Meanwhile, I'm still trying to make my first M. Like, nigga, what?
bro.
Oh God, bro.
What? But anyway, before we fuck around, get sidetracked, and have this podcast go on any longer. AB, what's your closing statements, my brother?
2K, fix y'all games. I got a list of complaints for both WWE and NBA 2K22. But WWE's been more fun. What can I say? Shit, hey, if you're a rapper and you listening to this, go buy a beat. Otherwise, you're a broke ass nigga. And free your bitch. Free your bitch.
Yeah, that's great. I will say, buy one of my niggas' beats. In case y'all ever wondered, i.e. Dante being the main proprietor of the shit, whom I got the Kingdom Hearts remix beats from. It's my nigga AB. So, yeah, go ahead and break my dog off some of that breach, because you gonna get what you pay for, and that's quality beats. Not playing with y'all. But anyways, folks, we appreciate everybody listening to the podcast. Make sure to rate this podcast 5 stars on all available platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon. A big shout out to Anchor, which makes our podcast heard on all these platforms. If you're watching the video version of this, make sure to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, and share this with everybody. The clips and whatnot of the podcast we put on the group channel, so you can get your little tidbits and pieces and so on and so forth. We appreciate y'all for coming through. Make sure you cop some of that merch. And with that being said, folks, we out this motherfucker. Bye.